Hello.
Hello.
Um, welcome to Tender Talk, Volume
Right.
16. Holy crap. Special guest today, KhioneVT. Um,
Hello.
Keone, want to give us a little introduction about yourself?
Hello, I'm a penguin VTuber. I like to play like random shit. Like the latest game I was playing was The Thing,
The
which
thing,
is kind of yeah. Do you know the film?
the movie, yeah.
There's like a yeah. There's a game of it on the PS2.
Oh, good to know. Good to
Yeah.
know. All right,
Yeah, and they keep on shouting, "We got company."
we got company.
Every time you like see an enemy, they scream, "We got company."
Oh,
It gets like annoying after a while.
I like the movie a lot, but did they remake that movie?
No, they did a sequel to it.
That's right, they did a sequel. I like the Kurt Russell one.
The original one is the best. The
Yeah,
second one is just
yeah.
awful.
All right. So I asked 3 questions to everyone who comes on the show. The first question is, what brought you to Twitch?
Honestly, I've been on Twitch for like so long now. Like I think it's come on to 15 years? For 14 years? I've been on Twitch since it was Justin.
Since it was Justin?
Yeah, do you know Justin TV?
No, I had no idea.
Basically, it's the same site, pretty much. But they like rebranded it, because they wanted the gamer to be separate from the IRL stuff. But they ended up just putting the IRL stuff with Twitch since it was more popular.
Nafka, thank you for the lurk. Um, so you've been on this streaming trend pretty long. How has it changed over time, man?
To be honest, I used to watch like The Simpsons on here.
On
Like
here,
it used to be like the Wild West.
kind of like old YouTube.
Yeah, pretty much where anything goes.
Mm.
Yeah, and it's got like a lot more. I don't know, friendlier. Is that the word? I don't know. Corporate friendly.
Mm,
I wouldn't
I
say it's
mean,
got worse.
I want to use the term corporate because if it,
Uh,
if
I
it, if it was corporate, all of us would be more involved.
I don't know what the word is then.
Okay, because like corporate would mean like once you hit partner, you're getting Twitch's money. And instead, they're making more money off you, if anything.
Yeah. Oh yeah, true.
Right.
I don't know what the word is that. I don't think it's changed that much apart from it's kind of a lot more stricter.
I would agree more stricter. I think it has more sponsorship now, for sure. Uh,
Yeah, it's on some streams. There's like ads every 5 seconds.
right, right.
Wait,
So they got to keep up to those standards if they want to keep that money. So I get it from that perspective. If anything, it's Twitch to me is what YouTube streaming is desperately missing.
I the thing about YouTube I don't like is like you can't, say if you're a member of like a stream, you can't use those emotes in another stream,
Right.
which is just I don't know, kind of stupid to me.
I mean, emotes might be like top of the iceberg. It's just a much more different world over there.
I like chat here as well on Twitch.
Oh.
The whole community, it's like so stupid.
Yeah, yeah. That's the one thing people don't understand about YouTube is that a lot more people use YouTube than Twitch. Um, I would say there's like 108 million people who use Twitch, like active accounts, and say like 4 to 500 million YouTube users, and out of those users, they'll find whatever video, not knowing what they're watching, like VTube wise, and they don't understand, so they're gonna negatively. Whereas
Ye-
Twitch, kind of understand more of the culture of the games or categories you're in.
And plus, if you find a VTuber, you're like actively searching for one, pretty much
Right.
on Twitch. I find.
Yeah, it's an addictive trend for me. I found out about VTubing in not I
Wait,
didn't
who was your first?
Tob.
Oh, I love Tub.
hmm I had no idea what VTubing was until I met Tob.
Yeah, it's like once you like start watching it, you're like, oh yeah, I understand it. Like as soon as you find your favorite, like
hmm
first one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Man,
It's the way to get creative with your own self, kind of like an animated shield.
the best thing about VTubing is you don't have to show yourself.
Nah, now you can be whatever the hell you want.
That's why I wanted to do it. I was
uh,
like, I don't like showing myself.
all
I
right.
think my first VTuber was Corone, by the way. You know, the dog from Hello Live.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. I've never, I've been calling that Hall Olive Garden. Yeah.
Like,
Um,
that's
uh,
good.
I don't know what Hololive really is. People have asked me the question before about VTubing. I'm like, I have no idea what happened with the uprising of. I'm just here now. I'm late to the party.
Yeah.
I don't know any of the
Well,
history. I know Iron Mouse.
it's better late than never, to be fair.
It's better to be late.
Yeah, than never at
Huh?
all.
Okay. Um. Yeah. The ones I know are Iron Mouse and Sky Lily and Numine and Lord Aethel.
I love Anime.
Yeah. So I don't know much about VTubing. I am new kid on the block. They say.
2 years is a long time as well, though. To be fair.
I've only been VTubing since August last year,
Ooh, mine was October.
October.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it's been a ride. Had a lot of cool people.
yeah. The amount of friends you make from VTubing is insane.
Yeah,
It's not.
good community.
Yeah, it is for the most part.
Where's my suit, by the way? I was kind of lazy today. No, I'm not gonna give myself any shit today because I worked last night. Still awake. I'll probably go to bed in a couple hours though.
But yeah, it's late for your sleep schedule, isn't it, and your work schedule.
Nah, I do 6 to 6, 3 days a week.
Ooh. Wait, is it your day off tomorrow?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's my day off
Oh,
today.
that's good news then.
Yeah, so doesn't matter what I do now. Um, so the follow up question would be, if somebody came to your channel, what would they see on KhioneVT?
Farts, and if you follow, welcome to the cum zone.
All right, so farts and cum. All right,
Yeah, fart and cum.
all right.
Lot of lot of care stuff. Bad gaming.
First and bad gaming. Nice. Um,
Yeah, I trust.
um. So with the farts and cum, would you consider to be like I don't want to say a Rick and Morty South Park type, but that kind of comedy?
Maybe I don't know. I just do whatever I find is funny.
Hmm. All right, so
Like
with
I
this.
will if I, if I laugh at myself, then I'm doing something right
Hmm.
in my books.
Why did you pick penguin, by the way? Penguins mate.
Peng.
Well, okay. Here's the thing. Penguins. They say penguins mate for life, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so who's watching these penguins all the time and watching them fuck?
That's a good question.
Right. Or like penguins mate for life. I'm like, who is keeping tabs on penguins all the time?
Do you reckon? Do you know in Futurama where Bender disguises himself as Penguin?
I do remember
Maybe
that.
maybe someone's doing that just to watch them.
Someone's out there dressed as a penguin, just watching penguins, making sure, hey, don't you be cheating on your fucking wife. I see you.
Those, you better not divorce your wife. You've got kids.
They're doing the Lord's work. Ah, but yeah, yeah.
What?
So why'd you pick a penguin?
I've always liked penguins.
Mm,
I wanted to adopt one when I was younger.
they're very hard to take care of.
Yeah, and they're not very good. Well, you can get penguins that survive in warmer climates, can't you? But once it's like,
Uh,
the ones from the Arctic.
the average penguin enclosure costs you upwards of like 75 grand.
Yeah, yeah, I don't have that money.
Yeah, yeah. That's if you
I've got
had like a zoo and you went in a small penguin enclosure, it'll cost about that much.
it's insane.
Yeah.
But you make money off the penguins if you're a zoo.
And there's a catch there too.
Uh, wait, what's the catch?
All right. So, well, we'll start with this one first off. There is some zoos, especially in America here where I'm at, that are just free. Walk right
Yeah,
in, go check out the animals. Okay. So if those are free, what's paying for all the animals to eat and zoologists and the people that take care of things, maintenance, and if they have like beverages, stuff like that, or gift shops, like who's paying these people?
isn't it the government?
It could be, could be. I'm thinking more it's the borough or city or wherever it's located. They're the ones that pay for it.
So wouldn't it be wouldn't it be taxes?
It would be like very local taxes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's the only way I could look at it. If you have a free zoo, it's either you're being paid by a philanthropist, which is very much can happen. Uh, B, you have like a city grant that keeps you guys open, that keeps everything there. Only because the city wants you there as like a tourist attraction, like a reason for to draw attention into your city. That would be like my guess.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. But you'd have to have like pretty special animals. Wait, I don't think I've seen a free zoo that did. Apparently they accept donations.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That would make sense too. I think Washington D.C.'s is free to enter, if I'm not mistaken. But
Ooh.
I don't know how we got off into. Oh yeah, penguins. Um, so that's the stuff that people see. You said about curse things and bad gaming. Um, what's some games that you played lately?
uh, like I said, I played the thing. I've been playing a lot of Fortnite. Like I don't know why. It's not that good of a game. I've just been addicted to it.
Like Fortnite around and people
Yeah.
hitting people with a big gravity hammer. Um,
Oh no, don't remind me of the Gravity Hammer.
yeah. I actually played it for the first time not too long ago, like the last 2 3 weeks. And in our third game, we got a win.
Ooh, that's pretty poggers.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually held off on Fortnite for a very long time. I'm not good at it at all. No.
To be fair, I'm not good at it either. I
Uh,
just play it because it's fun and
um,
it's good with friends.
yeah, that's what it's good for. The friendship part of it. Um,
It's better than playing League with friends.
I don't think I play League at
It's-
all. I would never play League. I might die here. Thank you for the lurk. Let's see here. I've never played Apex. I've never played Minecraft. I haven't played a lot actually.
Apex is fun. Actually, I didn't play. I haven't been playing it since I've been playing Fortnite, but like I've been putting off like well, I used to put off playing battle royales because I thought I'd be like, oh, I'm better than, so I won't be having fun.
I find those games funner to play with people, and I'm oftentimes like a solo game streamer, unless I do collabs. But I don't know. Like
Well,
I'm doing like a Resident Evil kick right now.
ooh, which Resident Evil are you playing?
Hmm?
Which Resident Evil?
I'm probably gonna do two remake or tonight or tomorrow. I might even do it right after this interview. Uh,
Oh, that's really good too.
just like an A run. Um,
Oh, I really like it. Wait, I was gonna say which one, but you said remake.
yeah, two remake, and then after that, I'll probably four and force myself to do six. Ugh, I hate six.
I'd play six with you. If that's the one with the multiplayer, isn't it?
Yeah,
Five.
yeah, I have five and
Yeah,
six. Yeah,
I'd play six with you if you want to make it.
I only have it on Xbox and PlayStation.
Well, I've got Xbox as well.
RE5 is hilarious. Ah, it, I like the game. I like RE5. It holds a special place in my heart, but the story's really dumb. Story is really, really dumb. It's a dumb story. it's just as
Yeah, it is.
it's just as dumb as four. Four is a really dumb story when you think about it. Sit down and think about this guy's plan. I'm gonna kidnap the president's daughter. I'm gonna put this thing in her that turns her into like a plagas that's like super contagious apparently. Because it can like multiply or whatever. Well, yeah, it does multiply. Like when they attack people, they implant them. Whatever.
Yeah,
Um, but he kidnaps the president's daughter. Then he tries to keep her there. Why would you
yeah,
keep? Yeah, why would you keep her there? Let her go back to America and infect everybody.
yeah, that doesn't sound. You're just gonna infect yourself.
Well,
Well, if you stay away,
if
like,
he already has it, the main
well,
villain. He controls
I
it.
haven't.
It's like a hive mind.
I've played like a bit of four, but I couldn't play it because the controls are like so janky.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna disagree. It's very of its time.
So I'm like, oh, I don't want to play it. I was waiting for like the remake.
That comes out Thursday night for me. Thursday. Oh, technically it'll be Thursday.
Oh, I need to get it.
Um, I'm not super excited, but it's the next game I'm playing, and I've been buffering and playing buffer games. Comes out because I'm not buying like new stuff and playing that. No, recently I tried Long. That was a new game that came out. Didn't care for it.
Yeah, I hear it's bad.
It's just hard. I'd say it's
Is it?
bad.
Oh, is it a Souls game?
Yeah, it's a Souls game kind of. It's more of a like a Ninja Gaiden game than I would say a Souls game, but because the people that made it were Team Ninja. But it has,
Isn't like
hmm?
first? Isn't the first Ninja Gaiden like the OG one like impossible to
Yeah, it was
complete?
really hard. Yeah.
Yeah. You were saying?
Um, no, 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 no. I really should like rewind to a spot that we were in the conversation. I asked you about video games. I also asked this third question of now that you've been VTubing and streaming for a while, where would you like to see your channel go?
Honestly, I don't know. Like I've been just trying to make like broad out, make new friends, and
Okay,
like get
so
more confidence.
you want to get like
Maybe more.
you want to become like a social streamer to
Yeah,
find people stuff with them.
yeah, pretty much.
All right, that's
But,
an easy goal to do. Um,
yeah, I'm not interested in anything else. I don't like really want to become full time.
I don't even know if I could afford to do full time. Like you need a consistent income all the time. Otherwise, I got an outside life I gotta pay for. Holy fuck, really bad if I couldn't afford things.
Yeah, you have to pay for travel for acting stuff, don't you?
I really don't do that much anymore.
Oh yeah, yeah, I remember you saying.
I do more of this. Yeah, and we don't even know what the future is for it either.
Yeah, Twitch can close at any time, really.
Well, not saying that Twitch can close. Those streamers will always go to a next platform. But where is the plateau for streaming, and when does it evolve and stuff like that? We talk about that a lot on the show. Where does this go to eventually? How
I
far does
think
it
it's
go?
I think it's gonna cycle through like metas and stuff.
We will see because for all we know, this is like we weren't around when TV and radio shows started. So we don't know if this is like the future of entertainment for people. Like 50 years from now, streaming's just a more regular thing, higher platformed, etc.
Or they can find something else,
Hmm.
like maybe VR TV,
Yeah,
stuff like that.
I think VR
Which will,
could get kind of dangerous though.
yeah, because you could forget what kind of reality you're in
No,
if
not
you're in.
not just that. If it's good enough, if it's good enough, you'll do that more than you'll do anything, which
You,
is detrimental to other kind of gaming consoles or entertainment consoles.
yeah, pretty much.
If VR becomes perfected, where it's so good that like this is all we want to do, everything else is gonna be fucked. Whatever you want in VR.
Yeah, you'd just be stuck in that world. I think, like there's a simulation theory, isn't there, that we're living in a simulation.
Yeah, but it has a lot of plot holes.
I don't know about the plot holes. I haven't heard about them. I only heard about like the people that have said
Right.
that all
People
the.
have said this before, but do they understand the plot holes in what they're saying?
I haven't heard the plot holes,
Okay,
like any of them.
so
So no one said,
here's a plot hole of if we're living in a simulation. Ready?
yeah.
If we're living in a simulation, okay, what's the purpose of it? Why would somebody create something like this and basically play it like a what are those games called, like House of Ashes or David Cage games where you just pick
Uh,
decisions and stuff like that?
Something like The Sims, though.
I want to say so much like The Sims. Sims, I'm saying more of the lines of like, there's well, if you're saying that that we're in a simulation, then there's an infinite amount of these simulations that are going on because, you know, is like one person the simulation and everybody else is fucking conscious NPCs, or is everybody in a simulation? They don't mention this, and this is one of those plot holes. Lab rats know
Yeah,
why they're in an experiment. Most of them don't. Most of them are in full panic mode.
yeah, that's a good point actually. They love rats. No, they're an experiment.
Um, I don't know. It's like some of those like it. That's more of a perspective of like a lab rat. Like that's like a perspective of animals born in captivity in general. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
You're not born in your natural habitat. This is all you know. So if you're a lab rat, that's all you know. Like you're probably born in a rat and raised like farm style, and you don't know what things are. Very primitive thought process. And I could show you
But
I could show you a video of monkeys right now. that would
wait,
blow
what?
that would blow your mind.
I kind of want to see those monkeys.
um, I could up without breaking everything. Um, or
Probably. I like watching those sort of videos. Like I like watching conspiracy theories as
no,
well.
no, I'm
Like that's a separate thing.
I'm talking about like a different thing. I'm talking about how um this um is a little graphic and might be triggering though. So beware viewers or angry um
That's it. I'm watching your stream at the minute.
I need to open this. Let's see. I don't know what the hell it tab like that I had wouldn't give me the option to open what I was viewing in. Wait, what?
That's odd.
But yeah, what I'm about to show you is like gang style actual chimpanzees that are smart and working in Asian stuff like that. A little bit messed up. A little bit messed up. But they're learning from us. It'd be a little scary.
Yeah. Yeah, because some monkeys can do sign language.
Right. Scary. I don't think I'm ready for a world where I have to be afraid of monkeys. Like Planet of the
That's
Apes.
fun. I was gonna say that.
All right. Um
That's
hold on. I gotta shrink it down and everything.
I thought that said cockfighters getting humbled in your
Now
tabs.
macaws. All right. The- Right over here.
So,
And I gotta turn up some otherwise we're not gonna hear it. Ba 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 ba.
Chimps are extremely strong, and baboons bites and kills it. Alpha for 2 years before being
All right.
are known to happen. Relentless. I don't know what this chimp did.
I don't like this video I'm talking about.
chimpanzee gangs, maybe. The terrifying tale.
Now this is it.
Kinda cute though, chimpanzees.
This is one of them. From the following the monkeys for about 20
Oh,
minutes.
it's a BBC video as well.
There are certain you who go and grab at the monkey. The monkeys are now getting alarmed.
All right, so
A driver's going up to prevent the group from settling and to drive them towards an area where they're more easily trapped.
these chimps working together as like giving each other signs and like communicating. They're like hardcore learning from us because this is like gang style warfare here.
Oh.
That's one of the blockers that's now quietly come ahead of the Colobus.
How this guy knows this too, like how he knows the behavior of monkey hunting.
Making himself conspicuous.
Do you think he's like been watching them for a long time then?
Now it looks as though
I don't think
Oh, monkey.
so. I
the
don't think
drivers
so.
have gone up, the blockers have gone up.
He just knows the
Now
behavior of
one is gonna
monkeys.
make the ambush
He's
and
probably a
close the area.
zoologist.
He's gone up too.
Probably read other
Colobus will
things.
be very lucky if they escape now.
But they're all communicating to each other. And this guy's
I wonder how they communicate because. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, how do they communicate?
The hunters are tearing it apart. Everyone, the hunters in the trees and the spectators on the ground,
That
are
really looks
screaming
like
with
Planet of the
excitement.
Apes.
so yeah. Carnivore monkeys. Pretty messed up stuff.
Yeah, it actually is. Please don't make them more intelligent.
Yeah. I watched that shit. I'm like how they work together and stuff like that. It's like, and that's like old school human warfare. The whole one guy blocks the way while the other one jumps you from behind tactic.
That is scary.
Yeah.
That might happen in the future
I don't think so.
to someone.
Oh,
Do you reckon the like that's ever happened to like an actual human with monkeys?
I to think that human beings would lose their spot in the chain by anything other than like outer worldly. Um, I just don't see it happening. I don't see it happening.
I know you're an alien, so I'm guessing you believe that there's life on other planets.
There is, and it's annoying. Steer clear from it.
Wait, what's the other life like?
What's the other life like?
Yeah,
Kind of
apart
gross.
from another.
It's really gross.
Like I used to watch BuzzFeed Unsolved. If you know that, with the aliens and paranormal stuff.
Yeah, we get a bad rap.
Aliens are nice guys.
Well, we don't care about crops. We're not making crop circles. That's human. We don't want to. We do not want to do things to your butt.
Wait.
Look at me right now, viewers. We don't want to do anything to your butt. I don't know where you got it from. No.
Why not?
No,
That's why I came on the talk show.
No.
I want to get probed.
You wanted to get probed? Where did
Yeah.
that start? Who was around saying like, yeah, the alien shoved it up his ass?
It's started from TV
Yeah,
shows.
the aliens really want to know what's up that ass, right? So whoever thought that up, go lay down. You're tired. I want to probe Fox Mulder.
Hey, who's Fox Mulder?
What? Regardless, Dana Scully. God, from X Files. Yeah, the Scully. Yeah, the Scully gave it away. I'm like, oh wait. He's talking about the X Files.
I love hearing about, people who think they've been, abducted by alien stories. They're like so wacky.
I'm just I'm just not trying to take credit for somebody else's rumors that they're spreading about aliens. If anything, why would we waste our time probing you? Always the people that get probed are fucking nobodies. We would go after important people.
Yeah, it's like
We are a smart race. We've read Game of Thrones.
you've watched at least an episode of Rick and Morty.
I've watched more than that, and I'm so sad that that show is over.
Oh my god, that's why you're so smart. You've watched all of Rick and Morty. You've got at least 2,000 IQ because of it.
I think I think it was gonna end bad anyways. You know what I mean?
No, I think it's still going on. I think they're just replacing them.
I don't think that would work.
It wouldn't,
No,
but I
no.
think they're gonna give it a go.
Yeah, I just don't think it would work. I don't think it's worth it. I think drop
It's not.
everything he was in, start fresh with something else. It's over. It's over. Bye, Rick
Yeah,
and
because
Morty.
I think it's overdone anyway. Rick and Morty.
Didn't
Like
have to be.
the last season I didn't watch, but the season before that I thought was kind of
Gross?
average.
No, it was gross. There was fucking incest. But a giant space baby.
Wait, was that the second to last season
That was
with the
not this
incest?
past season, but it was the season before that. Giant
Wait,
space
when did this?
baby. Okay,
Huh?
okay. So Morty fucks like a horse jack off machine and it gets infected with Rick's stuff and turns into giant space sperm. So
Wait,
they take one of Summer's eggs and make it giant and they send it to space so the sperm will leave and then they make a space baby. It's really
I know.
retarded.
Oh no, I think I stopped watching during season 4 then. On season 4 because I
Oh,
don't remember
you don't remember
the
that?
space. I don't remember
it
that.
was it was something to talk about. It was definitely something to talk about.
Oh my god, I'm glad I didn't watch season 5 then. I was like gonna rewatch them all, to catch up to
Mm.
it. And I didn't watch the other stuff and watch season 5.
Did you like Solar Opposite?
I haven't watched it.
Okay, that was his other show.
I think I have it on my list on Netflix.
Oh, it would be
But
on Netflix over there.
is it Netflix? Or oh no, it's on Disney, I think.
Yeah, Hulu.
Yeah, it's Disney then. Yeah, I've been like, oh, I want to watch that. It looks kind of good.
It is kind
But
of good. It is kind of good. Good show.
yeah, I think they should, like you said, probably just start again with something
Yeah,
new.
just
Oh,
do bury it. It was a good thing while it was. Here's the thing also. I'm not taking the side of Miss, but we haven't heard his side of the story. Entire internet buried that fucking guy. Watch him end up getting like a not guilty sentence. They fired him for fucking nothing.
yeah, that would be really bad on him and his
Well,
family.
that's not,
So,
helping. Like, so he gets a non guilty sentence. That's fine, right? But there was also some sort of like him texting girls, but then there was a discrepancy on the age of what they were when they were getting texted or whatever. I read like a whole thing online about it. Because the one girl that showed messages, you count how old she is, and then you date back to when they met. He was still 23.
yeah, that's all right. But
Yeah,
wait, how old is he? Yeah,
he is mid to late 40s.
I- it's not illegal, but it is a bit weird, sort of thing,
But you have to
in my
count
opinion.
15 years ago when he did it. So it would have been, probably would have been in his 30s then.
Yeah, that's not that bad then.
Free.
Yeah, it's not bad.
So I,
Definitely not legal.
I don't know. I don't know what the whole story is. That's what I know. Those are the facts.
I just heard that he was getting released from Rick and Morty, and I heard that he was a bit of a nonce, and that's all I
Well,
heard.
I hate how the show completely like turned their back on him. They're like, "Oh, we haven't like spoke to him in 2 years or whatever." Like, yeah, he's been developing a video game and doing another show, and Rick and Morty kind of just was his bread and butter, and he had to ride it out because he signed a contract. Maybe he didn't want to work on the show anymore. Maybe he hated it. You don't know.
Maybe he's glad that he's off the show.
Nah, I don't think he's glad to be in a position he's now. The only way he,
No.
the only way he's getting out of this is if he does the Louis C.K. path. Do you know
Well,
Do you know Louis C.K.?
no.
He's a stand-up comedian that got caught like jerking off in front of women,
What the fuck?
and I guess they didn't like it.
Oh, I can see why they didn't like it. What the fuck?
Well, he's a comedian, you know. And,
Still, though, that's a bit
eh,
strange.
strange, I suppose. Yeah, but that's his thing. That's his kink. Got a kink.
Just checking off in front of random women.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't know if they
He
were.
should
I
go.
don't even know if they were random. I just think that they were too afraid to tell him they didn't want it. Stop. Maybe on those lines.
Sometimes you can just get a bit awkward, though, can't you?
Yeah,
With
yeah.
those sort of things.
Oh God, yeah. That would have been really.
And, and plus, well, I'm guessing he was a celebrity.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, be a bit hard to say no sometimes.
Yeah, but everybody's got their thing, I suppose. Oh, yeah, I suppose. I suppose. What a word. Yeah.
Yep.
Um, everybody's got their thing. You know, some things might be like, I like live seafood on me during sex to get off, or
I love how that was your first option. Like
wait,
seafood.
wait,
Do you have
wait,
something to
wait,
tell
wait,
us?
wait, wait. I need to find some more weird
Do
kinks.
you have, do you have something to tell us, Tender?
I, 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 I only blow loads in hot anime girls. Okay, so those strange kinks out there, the tentacle porn enjoyers, um,
yeah, those guys are weird.
the the
Yeah,
the
yeah,
the,
yeah.
pe- the people that get off on crying and vomiting.
Vomiting.
Hey, there's something for everybody out there. There- I don't know. I don't. Somebody might be into it. There's a kink for everything, I suppose.
I got judged for my a spicy anime tier list once.
Spicy anime tier list.
Yeah, if you
Like,
get what I mean.
uh, well, there's a fine line of anime and hentai, and I need you to make sure that that's what we're on.
Yeah, hentai.
Okay, then never mind then. I I couldn't tell you the title of one hentai. I don't
I couldn't either.
I don't know. I do not know any hentais. I haven't even played a game of like those like Steam hentai games that aren't on Steam for long because they get banned.
There's few questionable games on Steam like hentai. Is it hentai? I don't know. But yeah, there's some weird games on Steam that shouldn't be on Steam at all. That are kind of offensive. Like sex wise.
I played a game on stream called Phantasmagoria 2 Puzzle of Flesh,
What's
and
that?
it's a 1996 point and click game
I've not heard of
with
that.
live action acting in it, and you pick the choices of what goes on in the game.
Oh, kind of like in
It's a
FMV.
yeah, and it's point and click, so you're not gonna work hard for what you're gonna do. Like you pick up stuff, you take them to this place to further the progression of the game. Well, anywho, after the first chapter in the game, there's a very, very graphic sex scene. And I showed that whole thing, and everybody shows that whole thing, and Twitch allows it. So
I think if it's like important to the plot line of a game,
I don't think
it's
that's
allowed on to.
I don't think that's important to the game at all. It's the main character hooking up with a chick from work. Yeah.
That that's why in what you call it, Heavy Rain, you can see the what you call it, the girl in the shower
Right, right,
scene.
right, right. I think if anything, when they allow that kind of stuff in the game, it's because what they're showing isn't bad. I mean, like showing tits or showing intercourse, you're gonna get that in any TV show or movie. Um, that's of the certain mature audience range. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
so it's not too bad. So it's like we're not gonna go out of our way and ban this game, and there's people actually playing it. You go look this game up right now. People are playing.
Wait, yeah.
Are you?
Wait, I'll look.
You don't. You don't.
uh,
You don't need to. You don't need to. I was just trying to make a.
this is the first time I've ever heard of this game.
I have both of them. The first one's very funny.
I kind of want to play it now.
It's very old school. So if you could put up with the old school feel of it, then go for it. Go for it. It's a fun play. The first one. I'm not gonna say anything about the second one. Second
To
one,
be honest,
huh?
I like FMV games.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, like
Uh,
I need to play more of them. I played a game called Five Dates, which was kind of fun
well,
recently.
they are much more fun to play when other people are in. Like people are watching and they're kind of like trying to find out, hey, what happens? Because it's not something that they would ever pay for, but they don't mind watching somebody else play it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So
I noticed that
if you
when I
have
was
if you have people in chat and invested in the game, then it's gonna be a good time. If you're sitting here playing it alone, it's gonna be probably lame as fuck.
but if you like pick the worst options possible, then it can be funny.
I
Like
suppose.
I like laughing.
I suppose.
I like laughing at that sort of thing.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say that that's wrong. That could definitely happen. All right. We're about an hour in. I have like a list of topics here to go through.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
All right. So do top of the hour, like current events. Um, are you into mixed martial arts?
No, not really.
Not really.
Wait.
Uh, the Leon Edwards Kamaru Usman fight was in England last night. For
Oh,
for UFC.
I've been watching, soccer or football to me, and it keeps them being kept them being advertised
Right, right, right.
on BT.
So
So I think I've
you're a footy
heard
fan.
that. Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
My team is a bit shit at the minute.
they're a bit shit.
Yeah,
Um,
for once.
is that
Do you know Chelsea?
I do know Chelsea.
Yeah, they're really bad at the minute.
It'll
They're
happen.
not the Champions League.
It'll happen.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
the fan base is a bit toxic.
Oh, all of them are. You think Manchester United fans aren't toxic?
They're not as toxic as Chelsea. Like Some Chelsea fans are so flip flop, and they want the manager sacked 1 week, then 1 week they love him,
Hmm.
and it's just again, it's just annoying. And like with the draw last night, I think yeah, with the draw last night, his name was trending on Twitter with saying "pass her out." So that was some fun.
Well, anyways, what I was getting to, Leon
So,
Edwards beat Kamaru Usman, and he is like, I wouldn't say undisputed, but he doesn't have to, say not a challenge champion right now in the welterweight division. That happened in
so,
England.
so he's just outright the best.
I wouldn't say the best, but for Ultimate Fighting, I suppose it is. Um, that happened last night. There was a bit of rioting in Paris, France.
Oh
Did you,
yeah, I heard about that because of the pension.
yeah, I heard about it too. That was in. I hope everyone's okay over there. Um,
Yeah, it seems like the whole place is getting like wrecked and stuff like that.
right, I saw the videos. I hope Paris is okay. Hope the people are fine.
Yeah,
Property damage, that's fine, but people shouldn't be getting hurt over protesting.
yeah, you can replace buildings, but you can't replace people.
Right, right. And if whatever message they're trying to push, I hope the people get their
It's better to do something peacefully rather than
right.
hitting people over it.
I totally agree with you. Um, also,
And
what else is in? Lance Reddick died.
Lanzarote,
Yeah,
I can't.
he is the a voice actor in Destiny. He was John Wick, the Netflix Resident Evil series, um,
Oh,
The
I
Wire.
googled them. Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, died at age
Yeah, I
60.
know. Oh, that's really sad.
Yeah, he was a charismatic actor.
Yeah, it was a good. Like his role in John Wick was actually pretty good.
Yeah, good screen presence. Um, Probably a great person to be around. To be fair, it's always
Uh,
sucky when like actors that you don't think there might be something wrong with them die.
yeah, and they just die out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Makes it even worse.
Yeah, I said that about Norm Macdonald, the comedian who died. I was like, that was very random.
I think it's probably because they keep it in the family
Yeah,
rather than just tell the press.
yeah. But who knows what he died of? Um, he was doing these, if I'm not mistaken. He had a couple of works. He'll have some posthumous, I think. Um, yeah, he was kind of like out of the blue and random. I don't know. Very disappointing to know that you know, we live in a time where even even people who seem healthy can drop over like flies. You know, that's what I mean. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, it can just happen to anyone, sort of thing.
Kind of a bummer. All right, moving on. Well, we mentioned it already. Resident Evil 4 comes out this week. Uh,
Yeah,
do you know anything about the Resident Evil series? Got anything to say?
honestly, I need to play like the games like Code Veronica,
Okay,
but I think Resident Evil 7 is my favorite
7.
because I don't know, it's one of the few things that has generally scared me. Like the whole atmosphere of the house
Hmm.
is actually terrifying. I think it's because it's like close quartered as well.
Hmm.
Like nowhere to run.
I like the game. I like the game because it's grounded and simple, but there's huge plot holes. And you could have made the game better by being a little bit more logical. That's what I would say. Hi,
Yeah, I get what you
Sippy.
mean.
Hi, Sippy. Um, me and,
Yeah, I get what you mean with that.
me and Keone are talking Resident Evil at the moment. Um, so here's where I would change that plot. Ready?
Yeah.
A deputy patrolman comes out alone to a house and gets murdered. He doesn't get the call dispatch to check in. Within an hour to an hour and a half, police would be swarming that place, which would make it more interesting because now you're getting a very reactive um, Evelyn, the character Evelyn. She would be just killing all these cops, and Ethan would have to take cover because they don't know Ethan kidnapped in there, and they would want to kill him too. It would make the situation that they were in less grounded, a little bit more hectic. It would be something that I kind of wanted to see. We didn't get that.
Yeah, I thought, why didn't he like phone the police like before he went in the house?
Right, right.
'Cause he just doesn't know what's in the house.
Right. He's just a Texan engineer. In the beginning, at any point in the movie when you think about it, because the movie only takes place within a night.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yep. Yeah, it's
The latest film, wasn't it? I haven't seen
no,
watched
no,
the
no, no,
tape.
no, no, no. I'm talking about 7. Game
Oh
7.
yeah, yeah, it does.
The events of
And
7 only happen with night.
like the beginning is day, then it turns night, doesn't it?
He shows up in the daytime. He gets quote unquote knocked out.
Yeah.
Awoken inside the place. Um and is sewn back on and it works. And from there the adventure goes. And it's not daytime again until you're fighting her at the end.
Yeah, when she's like a big bitch.
Like, like what's the word?
Me says it.
No. She says a quote. I'm trying to think of. Oh, she says, "I'm a big building." that is a
Oh, I was
that
close to it.
that 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 is the quote that she says in the game.
I I forgot about that.
Yeah, I'm a big building. Nobody loves me. She is a child, though.
Wait, is she?
Yeah, her body is really old, but the um
Her actual age.
no the Mutamycete, which is like her power, is young.
Oh yeah,
So it projects that old woman young,
yeah, that makes sense.
right? Because Evelyn was an experiment from Mother Miranda that didn't take what Miranda wanted. Rapidly aged over time, just disposed of it. That's how Mia got her in the first place. Because Mia's a damn terrorist. But yeah, that's.
I don't know.
Oh, go ahead.
I like how it's so different, from the rest of. Well, it's really different from 6 and 5.
Um,
It feels so different from like. To me, it feels different from 2 and 3.
I think they're fine. We're only getting the 2 of them. We're getting that 7 Village, and that's it. That whole story's done now.
I wonder what Resident Evil 9 is gonna be then.
If you were smart, make it a 2-piecer. 9 and 10 are together, and have it culminate the entire series with bringing back Albert Wesker at the end of 9, and then you have to kill him and
Oh yeah, I kind of miss Wesker.
it would
I
make
liked him in like
it,
the other games.
it would make sense to end the series with him since it started with
Yeah, I think you would have to do that.
yeah, I mean do 9 and 10, make them back to back. Kind of like God of War and God of War Ragnarok, how they flowed.
Oh, I haven't played Ragnarok yet.
Okay, well they have the same flow. The Last of Us and The Last of Us Part 2. That's a good
Oh,
example.
did you like The Last of Us Part 2, by the way?
No, but I bought it and I will be streaming it soon.
I played it like as soon as it came out.
What'd you think?
Like, well, I think it's because I was like exhausted at the time. Because I played it like in one sitting, one big sitting,
Okay.
and I just didn't like it.
You didn't like it.
I did like the gameplay, but it's similar to the first one.
Yeah, the gameplay's
I
fun. I'm agreeing with you on that.
Yeah, the gameplay is good and the graphics are brilliant, but I
Um,
didn't like the story.
yeah, the plot was a bit bad. And what's funny is that the show is gonna do what the second game did. So when The Last of Us 2 comes out on HBO, um, people are gonna be really pissed off because they think they're gonna get Pedro Pascal for 2 more seasons. You're gonna get
Ah.
paid. You're gonna get Pedro Pascal for 2 episodes if you're lucky. They ain't changing a thing, so that means he's dying right away. You're gonna like it. You're gonna like it. And if I ruined anything on you, you should have played the game. It's been out forever. And if you haven't seen a
Ye-
stream or anything,
I was so pissed at the way he died.
yeah, I don't know.
Like, I don't mind, him dying. Like, I don't have a problem with the dying bit. It's how they done it for me.
Here's where I bitch and complain about this game. Ready?
Yeah.
In The Last of Us Part 1, Joel and Ellie are driving a truck, and there's a guy out acting like he's suffering. He's like, help me, please. And he's like, nah, we ain't stopping. And he almost runs that guy over and ends up getting shot at by the people on the top of the buildings and crashes into the one building and has a shootout. So that means he don't just trust any random person at all. Don't trust anybody. The
Yeah,
begin. Go ahead.
that's what I've been saying.
Yeah.
That's what I've been saying.
So with him not trusting anybody, him literally breaking into the hospital to get Ellie out at the end, knowing that he just caused enemies by doing so. Um, yeah, it just boggles me that he would just welcome this new crew he doesn't know and be alone with them unarmed. Boy, he might have been armed, but he wasn't ready for whatever could have happened. I don't know. The game pissed me off at parts.
Yeah, I didn't like that bit. I think they could have introduced Abby better as well.
I
I don't think you kill off Joel, then go, oh, hey, it's Abby. You're just gonna be like, no, we don't like Abby.
They
You, you,
they try to force you to understand her where I'm coming from.
I feel like if you understood where she was coming from first, before like she killed him,
So you're asking to play her part first and then lead up to the Joel thing.
yeah,
Okay. So the reason why I'm gonna say the way that they did her part, and they did her part fine. If you're doing it for fuck Joel or sacrificing him for shock value, the way you did it's fine. Like it makes her to be out like a Negan character from The Walking Dead. Like important. But how about this? If you're gonna do that, don't play as her. Like, don't you shouldn't be able to play as that character at all.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Like have her do awful things throughout the whole game, then Ellie get her revenge. But instead you let us play as her and understand where she came from and all of her trials and shit she's had to put up with during the quote unquote cordyceps apocalypse that they're in. Um, I don't know. What you gave us was interesting, not good, plot wise.
Yeah, it could have been so much better.
Probably could have. And we can make a bunch of examples of why.
Uh, and I was like, I always thought about it, comparing it to The Walking Dead, and I was thinking Rick wouldn't do what Joel done, so sort of thing. Like trusting the people.
No, we would not.
Like like in an apocalypse situation, I don't think you would trust people as Joel did in that situation.
In an apocalypse situation, you wouldn't have kids doing a snowball fight 500 yards away from monsters that want to eat.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
That's how that game starts. And people are like, "Oh, they cleared them out." I'm like, "What do you do the next thing that you play through? Travel through snow and you find fucking cordyceps like runners and shit like that." That
No, no,
that that happens literally like right after that happens. Like after that snowball
not
fight.
they're not all gonna be like killed. I I do like the concept of The Last of Us though. I like the whole zombie infected, I should say,
Right, right.
not zombies.
It's not a very realistic one. I would say the most realistic zombie thing that could happen would be like, you ever see the 28 Days Later?
Oh, I love those films.
Yeah, so that would be the most realistic out of any kind of zombie, any kind of virus outbreak. Um, and here's why. Um, so I always tell this to people, and I'm right. I don't care what you say. I'm right. Zombies are people, right? They're
Yeah.
reanimated people. What do we use to
Yeah.
eat?
Wait, what you mouse?
Yeah, your mouth, your teeth, right?
Yeah.
You know how hard it is when you're dead to keep up with dental hygiene?
I mean, kind of difficult.
Right. What else are you eating? You're eating people, right?
Yeah, and that would be hard on your teeth.
Oh, yeah, yeah, not just that hard on your teeth. People have stomach acid, which would fucking like eviscerate your enamel. You would just have no enamel. Your enamel would just be fried the fuck off by stomach acid. So that's number two. Okay, so now we're walking us. We would just have a bunch of gummer zombies. Can't fucking eat anything because they burnt all their teeth out or broke them.
Oh my god, it's kind of like what Michonne, oh, I can't say her name, in The Walking Dead.
By ripping out all the teeth, so they can't bite.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We would have that though. It's just like the human anatomy doesn't end just because you fucking reanimated into a zombie. You would have the same shit. Like if you like blew what is it called? Like if you roll your ankle as a zombie or if you like rip the tendon in your leg, no matter if you're a zombie or not, you're not gonna just walk through that. You're gonna physically be affected by it. So your leg would just be like fucking wobbling around. You wouldn't feel any pain because you're dead, but you'd be moving horribly.
Yeah, it'd be moving much slower.
Right. Well, not slower, just like your leg wouldn't work the way it's supposed to be working. That's not how things, go because you're a zombie. I say all the time in video game zombies with like ripped up torsos, right? Like
Yeah, that would be bad.
the whole thing is like how would you move your arms and shit like that? Like, what? I get it that the brain's the only thing that's keeping you alive right now, but like, brain tells the body what to do.
Wait, if you separate the zombies, if it's just if you didn't destroy the head, say for it, but you just cut off the body, would the zombies still be able to like
I'm not sure.
move?
I'm not sure what the rules would be on that specific thing. Usually, most zombie things that you play, shoot them in the head or decapitate. That kills the zombie.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. It's like a weird thing to think about. I didn't think like I've never thought about like the whole torso thing,
Right, right, right.
like the zombie anatomy.
Well, you
But
you would have to think of that. It's just a person. The same thing with like zombie dogs and Resident Evil and stuff like that. It's still a fucking dog. It's just a reanimated angry dog.
yeah, exactly. Uh, I've been watching like these like I used to watch these videos like the best way to survive, during a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
And like guy would like rank them, from like malls, hotels, hospitals. Hospitals will be like the worst. He he said like a mall would be one of the worst as well because pretty much people are like flooding to go to there immediately.
Number
And
15.
the wait, AO.
What's number 15?
Don't you know number 15, Burger King footless.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, that's just out of the blue. Though. That's pretty random. Um, how about this? Because this is an interesting topic as well. Do you know what toxoplasmosis?
No,
Type in toxoplasmosis.
toxic plus. Let's see. Well,
Like toxoplasmosis.
it's found in all warm-blooded animals.
Read the symptom.
Okay. Symptoms of it. You can. It sounds like pink eye.
Right, right, right,
The description of it. It's a common infection that you can catch from poo.
right. If you weaponize that, thankfully they have a cure for it, but you'd get really fucked up. Then you took that same parasite and then fucking genetically mutated it. That's your closest chance of a zombie outbreak. That.
Do you reckon someone would do that in the future?
I just don't think that it would work very well because we'd be able to handle it and cure it quick.
I'm just like
We could cure it
looking at.
now. But I'm saying that if you mutated it, made an actual T virus,
Oh no.
whatever
Um,
chemist psychopath out there is thinking of doing it.
Someone's gonna create the Umbrella Factory.
There's already an Umbrella Factory. This doesn't do what
But
Resident Evil's Umbrella Factory does.
I think it probably gets a bad rep from people.
Nah, it probably gets a lot of clout. I would say about that. They're like, oh, Resident Evil. They're like, yeah, we hear it all the time. Shut up.
Oh my god, yeah, they've got their own Twitter.
Do they?
Oh no, that's some random guy. Just called themselves the Umbrella Factory.
It's in
Oh, feature
China.
bait.
I think it's in China.
Wait, really? Wait, one in Manchester. Apparently, it's one. There's a store in Manchester.
There's one in England.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It just looks like the Umbrella Factory.
Hmm. I thought there was one in China. I'm trying to look it up. But
Uh,
anyways, um, I'm off of current event topics. You mind we do a little bit of this and that?
yeah, sure. I'm down for that.
Okay. So we're gonna do uh 90s, mid 90s, early 2000s animes.
Yeah, I'm down for that. Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds good.
All right. So did you watch any anime from back then? You know what the main genres, right?
Barely watched any anime, but I know like the main ones.
You know the main ones like
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z, Hakusho. I would even consider Yo up there.
Yeah,
Uh,
I love Yu-Gi-Oh.
Sailor
I love
Moon, the
Yeah, I know Sailor Moon.
Gundam animes and stuff like that. So
Yeah, I know that.
I was gonna say, would you rather watch the old school animes most times or cartoons?
That's a hard one. I think I'll go with cartoons.
Okay, so cartoons from those times would have been like it depending on if England had all Nickelodeon programming.
Yeah, we had Nickelodeon because like SpongeBob, I would consider
Yeah, SpongeBob would be in there. Uh,
Fairly Odd Parents.
yes, Fairly Odd Parents, Jimmy Neutron, Rocket Power, all that stuff. And then you have Cartoon Network, which I don't know. You guys had like Skynet or what not Skynet. What's Sky Network? I know Sky Network plays a lot of Cartoon Network stuff over there.
Yeah, it does. Like Cow Chicken,
Yeah.
Cram Twins.
Yeah. So
That's why I'd prefer it because of like stuff like the Cram Twins, uh, Fairly Odd Parents, SpongeBob, Jimmy Neutron.
right. So I agree with you. I think a lot of the cartoons back then are so solid. One of my favorites is Invader Zim.
I think I've watched a bit of that, but not much.
It's really good. Really good. Um I don't say ranking those cartoons is easy because it's very much not. But I wouldn't mind doing like a ranking of like S tier and stuff like that. That way I could have some in S tier, but I'm not playing favorites because there's so many good ones.
Yeah, you can put like a lot in S tier. I think I would put SpongeBob in S tier.
It has to be. It revolutionized the network. It basically dethroned the network. Before SpongeBob, the biggest thing on that network was Rugrats.
That was brilliant as well.
Yeah. Um, Rugrats had like one of the best time slots and everything like that. It sold merch, it got movies. Yeah. And then
Wasn't it?
go ahead.
Wasn't there Rugrats where they go to Paris?
Yeah, that's their sequel movie. And then the last one is when they meet the wild thornberries.
Oh, Nigel Thornberry.
Smashing. uh so you would pick that era cartoon. Okay. So would you rather play niche games on stream or retro?
Retro. If you count early 2000s as retro.
2000s is probably the lowest I'll go. Maybe like 2003 and down. That's considered retro.
Yeah, I think I'd rather play retro than niche.
Yeah. I call
Because you got
everything
like,
from 2003 up. That'd be like the alternative gaming of like it's about to be retro in a couple years. But for right now, it's like kind of like watching stuff from the 90s and stuff like that. You wouldn't call that classical television yet. You call stuff from the 60s, 70s classical.
Uh, Stuff from the 80s, 90s, I think, yeah, retro.
You think 80s and 90s is retro?
Well, 90s at least.
Well, gaming wise, I suppose. Yes, I'll agree. Um, when it comes,
Maybe it's.
go ahead.
Yeah, you was gonna say. I was gonna say maybe it's because I'm from the 90s,
I,
like mid
I
90s.
I am too. Old as fuck. Old as fuck. I'm 85 in alien years.
Ooh, you're not that old.
Yeah, not that
You,
old.
you're still looking really good.
Yeah, I came to Earth in 84, 85. I don't know what year it was. I didn't understand why you did things in years. Why do you do things in years? Why is it 365? How do you know? How do you know that there's 365 in a year? You're just told that. You listen. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
this is how we measure time. Who's measuring time?
Oh my god, I wonder who is actually measuring time.
Right, right.
Like,
Who's out there being like, "Yep, this is it. We've got." How do you measure time? Is there a measuring time cup?
I think they did a sundial back in the day where the
Sundial.
position of the sun.
So you're gonna let the sun boss you around because it's a big flaming ball in the sky.
Yes. But I don't know about like months. Who came up with like the months?
Right, right, right. It's just a weird thing that society's been following this entire time. We all agreed upon is like, yeah, this is how we do things. But what if it's wrong?
It could be.
We don't fucking know. We're just told this. There's nobody old enough to like thoroughly like explain time and actually, hold water with it. There's like scientists and professors and journalists, ever historians, um, that will say other, but you know,
Which like yeah,
but like
this is
basing it off of like whatever pagan or Greek. I would say a Greek has a lot to do with.
I think Greek has a lot to do with everything like in modern
Well,
society.
Greek and Roman,
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about the Romans for a second.
right? Um, because January, right, is based off of I think it's called Janus or Janus, which is like the two-headed god, like which means
I'm
it means beginning and ending.
that sounded like anus for a second.
It has ANUS in it, so it's J anus. J anus. Well, anyways, Janus or Janus or whatever it is. That's where we get January from. The JAN, the beginning and end of like a year. It's like symbolic.
I didn't know that.
You could look that up. That's the.
Like,
I'm not here to. I do have historian as one of my tags, but history sucks. When you look back and you realize how dumb fucking people were for a very fucking long time, you're just like,
well, to be fair, people still think the Earth's flat.
yes, listen, we're we're not gonna get rid of. Well, the reason why people are still very dumb is like the percentage of actual dumb people might surprise you. It might be there might be 6 billion people in the world. Uh, Less than 1 billion are dumb, believe it or not. But they're the loudest. The dumb ones are the loudest.
I'm a part of that 1 billion.
Right. Right. Well, I'm just saying, like, well, how can I put this in example? All right. In America, all right, we have 329 million, give or take. Might be 330. I would say 79 million, 80 billion of those people are very dumb. and the rest are either busy dying, not can't call them dumb yet because they're too young. They don't understand what life is yet, or they're too busy minding their own fucking business. And then there's that other category of just dumb people. Dumb people are very loud. Yeah. Yeah, that's I'll go by that statement.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, the dumb people generally tend to.
So Kyone's
Hello.
voice is doubling on screen. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate it. Should fix it right now. Kyon, talk for me.
Hello, hello.
That sounds right. I think
Oh, that's good then.
I think I fixed it. Yeah, I didn't know. I don't have a mod. I should get a mod. We were talking
Yeah.
about imagine if we had a mod for everything.
Yeah, I try to like the people I trust like the most.
Well, no. But imagine if we had a mod for everything.
Oh, like IRL stuff.
Right. How fucking cool it would be.
That'd be brilliant.
Like, you oversleep your alarm, ready? Right? And your mod comes and wakes you up as your alarm's going off, like physically wakes you up and be like, hey, you don't want to oversleep your alarm. Your job's important. Get up. And they push you and stuff like that. Or, hey, it's cold outside, but I started your car 15 minutes ago, so it should be nice and warm. Get
I think people do have them turned down. They're called butlers.
in. Well, here's the thing. You could say that the butler does all that thing. You could say the assistant does all that thing. But they're not called mods.
Oh yeah, true.
Because you know what a mod's also gonna do? Not listen to every single. Like, there's no mod that would be considered same attitude and activity wise as a butler. You gotta think about what a butler does. Mod don't fucking do. Mod helps the streamer work. So mod would help the person succeed more. The butler is not going to help you succeed. He's going to tell you what to do or not tell you what to do. You're going to tell him what to do and he's getting paid for it. That's the difference.
Yeah, that's true. You wouldn't do the same shit as a butler.
I fucking dropped my cap. Fucking,
But yeah,
I am not drained yet, but I will be in a couple hours. That's kind of like, am I really going to sleep all afternoon? Not good. My whole day.
if you're tired, you should sleep
No.
whenever.
I'm going to go to sleep later. But then I'm like, fuck, now I'm awake at midnight. I'm going to stay up all night. Whatever. Probably in people's chats. What ends up happening.
Oh, yeah, I'm just in chats constantly, to be honest.
Like, well, no ranking, no playing favorites or anything, but you had to name four VTubers that like you're solid with. That, like, these are the people that if they're on, I'm watching.
I know one comes to mind like immediately. Like two actually.
Okay.
Enrico
Okay.
and Kiyoharu
Yeah, I know Kyo.
and
She's
Zuma's one.
Uma. I love all of them. They're all great people.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of Kyo for reaching partner.
Oh, I was so happy for them. It's insane. Like they deserve it.
One second.
Take your time.
Goddamn cap. I got it. Oh, right. So,
Here's Henry.
um, for me, I'm kind of in the same boat, but Bob, Bob's the first streamer I ever watched. Um,
Oh,
everything I ever know about streaming came from her technically, because she introduced all the other VTubers to me, which opened up this whole new thing. Like, I was only on here watching horror speedrunners and personal friends. And then out of nowhere, this animated lifestyle comes. And it's never turned me back ever since.
so fun. Like watching. Well, Tob is so funny. I love his sense of humor. And I found Tob through Numi.
Yes.
And I only found Numi randomly myself, like through Shy Lily. I think I found it Shy Lily because of like her emotes get spammed everywhere.
Yeah, last year was the Wampening.
Yeah, where no matter where you were, like people would use Shy Lily emotes.
Yeah, they were Wamping it up in
I,
2022.
I love the word the wampening.
Wamping. I'll be fully honest. I think I might have only watched one Shy Lily stream. She seems fantastic, but that's a very busy channel, and God bless her.
I think I think she's got like a ton of mods though.
Yeah, yeah. You need to. That is a full fledged armada in your chat, and
I,
they
I can't
go ahead.
I can't read some of the messages.
Most
Have
most of it's emotes.
have you seen YouTube streamers?
I not the big ones.
Oh, their chat is unreadable.
Unreadable.
Yeah, it. Do you know because YouTube chat works differently from Twitch chat?
Okay.
Twitch chat is slower.
Ludwig.
Like Ludwig, yeah, Ludwig's great, but yeah, the chat moves a lot slower on Twitch, so it makes things more readable. If that makes any sense, it's something to do with the Twitch chat settings or coding.
Um,
But the YouTube chat flows the way it's supposed to, and it just makes it unreadable.
I will say maybe Twitch has a cooldown.
Yeah, I think it's the cooldown.
Yeah, yeah, that could be. Um, well, I'm glad to be over here then, because I post like this interview will be on. Like I post these over there. I'm not trying to be over there doing anything yet. Maybe eventually, but nothing special.
Yeah, I've got like one YouTube video. Do you post on TikTok too?
I'm afraid of TikTok.
Oh, I'm addicted to it now.
I That's why I'm afraid of it. I am terrified of something that can suck you in. And see, I was significant to dodge a couple bombs. One was Instagram. Don't have an Instagram. Never made one. Not happening. I've been on Twitter since '09.
But that's a long time though. I think Twitter's only gonna get worse now though.
It's
With the
always
whole
people say it's gonna get worse. It's always been bad. Twitter's never gotten better. Twitter has never gotten better. If you go back and see old tweets, it's the same thing as it is now. It's the same thing. It's always been bad. It's just
yeah,
that.
that's but it's the website's gonna get bad, not the people on the website.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. People didn't act like there was like super amounts of hateful things and racial things on Twitter back in '09. Yes, all the time. All the time. People were getting picked on all the time. It's just now people just give a shit more. They care. Before they didn't care, wasn't trending.
Yeah, it's trendy to call people out for certain stuff nowadays. It just can't.
All right, so we diverged really far off of this or that. I actually have a couple more of these.
Uh, yeah.
Um, so growing up, were you a console player of like when did you start PC gaming?
Not too long ago, actually.
O-
Like maybe a couple years ago.
Okay, so were you Xbox or PlayStation or Nintendo?
I played more Xbox.
Xbox, interesting. Now, were you Xbox 360, One, go through all of them?
I've actually got an Xbox Series X as well.
I have the S because there's just not enough room on this goddamn desk.
Yeah, the big one looks like a mini fridge, doesn't it?
Right. Or um, Minecraft. Like two blocks together.
It's so fucking big. Oh, it's unnecessarily big.
Yeah, I get why they made it that way, but come on. I could just get a computer tower.
I I think they're making an Xbox fridge that's like, the actual console. But I saw that on TikTok, so I don't know if it's true or not.
It would just be a TV on a fridge that you could play Xbox on.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they have an Xbox Series X fridge. And I think they have an Xbox Series X toaster.
That sounds even worse.
Because they're diving into the memes.
Hmm. What's your well, so what you're gonna go with Xbox here? I was gonna ask him like, what's your more series games wise? Because Xbox, I know you said you liked it. Their series games are not really amazing. You got Halo, you got Gears of War, you got a couple others.
Fable.
Fable. What do you think has the better series games? Thank you for hydrate.
PlayStation easy. I don't
PlayStation.
think you can. Yeah, well, look, they've got like Last of Us, God of War. Meanwhile, like Xbox just has like Fable, Halo. Halo's like overdone.
All right, so we're gonna go back. So in 2008, what was the better series console?
Series Xbox. I can't remember like the early PlayStation stuff though. I just remember like having so much fun on
In
Fable
2008,
growing up.
we were in the PS3 era. Steve.
I
Uh,
kind of
Xbox games back then were like Halo and Gears of War, and there's a couple of Fable and stuff like that. But I'm trying to think
I,
of what the popular PS3 games were. Uncharted.
I didn't play Uncharted until recently,
They had a couple.
but
They had a couple other ones.
I loved annoying people on Halo. Like I think I got like some kid raging at me once, and that was pretty funny.
What's your favorite Halo?
I think it was two.
Mine's three.
Two. I think that was the one I played the most. But when it comes to series, I think I played COD the most.
I have my ups and downs about COD.
Nowadays, it's not as good.
I'm not saying
Like the
that.
actual game.
I'm not saying that nothing's really changed about the multiplayer for me. I've always had the same feeling. But you shouldn't base your game off of just your multiplayer mode or just your zombies mode. Like it should be a complete game with a complete like good campaign, which a couple of the Call of Duties have. A couple of those Call of Duties have a fantastic campaign.
Black Ops campaign was brilliant.
Yes.
Modern Warfare 2,
Yes.
the OG one, as in.
Um, they
I,
lost that shine, that oomph. You know what I mean? Over time when it came to the
I think
campaign.
I think it just got a bit repetitive, and you just didn't care about it in the end, or they don't care about it because it doesn't make them money.
I will say that this new Modern Warfare 2 might have been the worst campaign out of any or any Call of Duty I've ever.
I haven't played that
It
campaign.
made me so mad. I hated that campaign.
Wait, what's it about?
It's a ripoff of 2 without anything cool about 2. Like they kind of have the same characters in 2. They just didn't do anything cool.
I'm guessing they don't have that certain level that everyone.
Yeah,
Um,
the airport level.
yeah,
Yeah, they don't have that.
no Russians. Yeah, I only played that level, because I was curious, because it was like, oh, do you want to skip this level? And I was like, oh, the level must be bad. So I was like, I have to play it now.
Yeah, it's a bad game. It's a bad campaign. You have cool characters in the new Modern Warfare 2. I'll give you that. Your characters are cool. They don't carry your plot at all. And oftentimes that plot took you in places where what you did didn't even matter to the main story. You just kept it was like a shitty action movie that I would never watch. That's what that game was.
To be fair, some shitty action films can be funny.
I'm not gonna. I'm a cinephile too. I'll sit here and talk to you about movies all day and not get bored. But God, you gotta have like an arc in your story. That game just didn't have it.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Like, I'm glad they didn't. Well, I didn't buy it. I think this is like the first card I haven't bought in a long time.
If
Because
you
I played. Yeah.
if you notice the trend of Game of the Year, go back and look at the Game of the Years. Every single Game of the Year, for the most part, I'm not gonna say every single one. A certain Game of the Years are just multiplayers.
Yeah, that's it. GoldenEye,
Well, no,
Legend of Zelda.
well, no. A Game of the Year just started in like 2013. I think the first one to ever win was The Witcher 3 or Dragon Age. Me fact check myself.
Game developer choices. I think it's got like loads of stuff here on this Wikipedia page.
Okay, so they started in 2014. The first game that they nominated was Dragon Age Inquisition.
Wait, which game awards is it called?
The Gamer Awards, like the Game Awards, like the big one.
Game Awards. Wiki.
Dragon Age Inquisition was the first one. Then The Witcher 3. So there's back to back huge arcing, huge detailed stories. And then finally you have Overwatch, which is your first multiplayer.
Why did Overwatch win that?
It was super popular in 2016. And if you look at the other games that were nominated, of course it deserved a win. You look at them.
Doom. Uncharted. Oh.
Yeah.
Why was Titanfall nominated?
Titanfall 2 was popular for that year, I believe. I didn't play it. It was just
I like Titanfall, but it's not Game of the Year worthy.
look at the games there. It was probably a weak year.
Doom.
Uh
I'd say Doom should have won it.
Maybe. I'm not disagreeing you. I think that Inside game was really fun. Where you're the giant monster that just keeps trying to speak. Oh, yeah, it's a side scroller.
I didn't play those games.
It was
Those games that
it
much.
was pretty fun. Then you have Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, which is still probably worth $70. Maybe they finally went down in price.
It's a Nintendo game.
Right.
So
But
no.
that had a detailed arcing story in it. If you look at
Oh,
all of them that have won Game of the Year, besides for Overwatch, all of them have detailed arcing stories. Call of Duty misses that. They don't they don't got that.
you know what triggers me? Seeing The Last of Us there. Last of Us Part 2.
The Last of Us Part
I- I'm
2.
I'm still triggered by that. Yeah, I don't think I should have won.
Well, didn't The Last of Us Part 1 win also?
Yeah, I did.
What year did
I,
The Last of Us Part 1 win?
where am I? Oh no, it didn't. Didn't.
Yeah, see, the Game Awards didn't start yet.
I I thought Ghost of Tsushima should have won Game
I
of the Year.
I am gonna go with Animal Crossing's New Horizons.
Oh, that was so fun. That's such a fun game.
If you go back during the heat of COVID when Animal Crossing New Horizons, you couldn't find a Switch anywhere. You'd have to get
Everyone was
right.
playing that.
Yeah, you had to get the Switch Lite, which sucks. That's good. And
Oh, but that's such
and
fun.
it's handheld. Um, and hook it up to a TV. It's not multiplayer unless you're playing just with the light against another light. Ah, Nintendo, you knew what you were doing. You made this thing, and you're like, we're not gonna sell Switches at all, and we're gonna make everybody buy these. They knew what they were doing.
I, it's not that bad. I don't know. It's sometimes you can play it in bed, but then I check on my phone instead.
Yeah, but you could do that with just the Switch with the Joy Cons. You playing bad,
Oh yeah, true.
right? But the light didn't have anything to offer. Didn't have anything to offer. Probably people who are watching this own a light, but you put it up against a regular Switch, not as good.
Yeah, to be fair, that's why it's cheaper though. At the end of the day, like I think it's like £100 cheaper. I think.
Sure,
I'm not
but I
sure.
like I said, I have the Xbox Series S. Does the same thing as the Xbox Series X, and it's basically like nothing gets taken away from it other than size and storage space and some graphical value. That's it.
But they don't even use the graphical value at the minute.
No, right. You're right.
I'm like looking at the game of the year stuff by the way as well. Like, you know what's been nominated, and it seems like some years they just have like down years, and which I always forget about.
Well, look at the year we're in right now. Look at the year we're in right now. If you look at games that are releasing this year, the games that have released already, Starfield, Final Fantasy 16, Resident Evil 4, Tears of the Kingdom, you could kind of see who's going to win this year already. Just because
I'm
of
guessing Resident Evil 4.
no, Zelda's going to win.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh my god, I always forget about Zelda.
That's what I mean, Tears of the Kingdom. Zelda looks like a surefire win this year. No contest. Uh,
Oh yeah, I think it'll probably be that first and Resident Evil second.
I might even put Starfield second over Resident Evil because here's the thing about Resident Evil. The remakes are fine. Resident Evil 2 remake was fantastic. 3 was meh. Um, Village got nominated for Game of the Year, but if you look at what Village went up against, it really didn't stand a chance. That's a sad thing for Capcom because they tried to give you a very fun experience, but what it got nominated against,
Deathloop, It Takes Two, Metroid Dread, Psychonauts, Ratchet and Clank, Rift Apart. And that's it.
Right. What was the big one in there? It Takes Two.
F1. I still haven't played it.
Do you know what It Takes Two did? It created couch co-op for a very,
Uh,
very um wanting a genre of people who want to play video games together and don't get the chance to and want to play a fun adventure game. Like we get these games every couple of years. It Takes Two is one of them. Stray is another. I don't know if you played Stray.
I haven't. I keep on meaning to.
Okay, so Stray, the cat game. Stray brought new audiences to gaming, whether people want to admit it or not. People are like, "Ooh, cat game. I don't even play games, but I'm gonna play this game because it's got cat." And we saw that like crazy when that game came out.
Oh yeah.
So
Same with It Takes Two,
right,
because you just play with your partner
right.
or a friend, someone like that.
It was the strange time in gaming where the cliche boyfriend or husband been gaming all night and won't pay attention to the girlfriend, or vice versa, where you have those heavy gamer girlfriends and the dude was like at work all day and wants to chill with her, but she wants to play zombies a little bit more, or something on the lines of that. It was a strange time when those two people who gamed hard could game together and enjoy.
I think it deserved it. Like, especially out of the ones that were nominated.
I totally agree. Totally agree. Um,
I played definitely, but it wasn't that good.
a lot of people
In my-
said that. It's a selective, um, like fan base. Their fan base that like the game, few and far between like the average gamer.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like to be honest, I didn't like the graphics of it either.
No?
No, not really. Not a big fan of the graphics.
Hmm. Did you try Hi-Fi Rush by chance?
No, not yet.
That
Pe-
game has interesting graphics.
People want me to play it though,
You should try it. It'd probably be really good.
and it's on Game Pass as well.
Yeah, it's a free that well, they released that game at a time where it was gonna have like a good amount of competition to what came out around that time, if I'm not mistaken.
Atomic Heart, uh, Long. Oh, Shadow Warrior as well came out as well. Wait, have you played Shadow Warrior?
No, but I've watched people play it.
So fun. I would recommend it.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You played this game, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
And then Enrico called you out for
Oh
it.
my god, yeah. I
I
forgot that you did that.
I remember this. That's right. I'm like, where have I heard Shadow Warrior being played? I'm like, oh, it's you. You're the one playing Shadow Warrior. Somebody else was playing it, but I don't know. From what I saw, um, in the gameplay, your character's like really cocky and can do a bunch of crazy stuff, and it's bouncy, kind of like Doom.
Yeah, I just call it Doom with dick jokes,
Doom with dick jokes. All
which is always fun.
right, so on the topic of games, um, no, like you could go back as far as you want, but what's you don't have to name me five, but like a couple games that you rank like these are my favorite. These are the best games I ever played. If I ever had to tell people, hey, do you want to play a classic gem or something that went under the radar that you really like? What are some games?
Like from any time, even recent stuff.
Something that you would stream and be like, yo guys, I really like this game. That kind of
Uh,
that kind of scenario.
Ghost of Tsushima. I love that game so much. Maybe Shadow Warrior 1.
Shadow Warrior 1.
Yeah, maybe.
Uh,
I
I played Ghost of Tsushima myself. Um, the character Jin. Ah, he's the one thing from that game that maybe I might have altered.
I love the
You
character.
you love his character? For me,
Yeah.
I found him to be a bit, I don't want to say like blank at times, but I found him to be a bit generic at times. But I want to say blank because like you kind of knew that he was going to make it through that. You kind of knew that they were going to set you up to fight your sensei, like the guy that trained you. Like what we the build up was kind of obvious, and the way that he flows through it, it was just kind of like, you're likable, but you've got your flaws. That was my opinion on Jin.
Yeah, that makes sense. I just like that game as a whole. I like all the side stuff. I like
It's a beautiful game.
the combat. Oh, it's such a
Yeah.
beautiful
Oh,
game.
I'm not gonna do there. Beautiful game. It's just the main character, and that a lot of games suffer from the same problem. To me, like your main character might not be even the best character in the game, and that's something that happens often. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
I prefer that over someone who's just like, what do you call it, doesn't speak. Because I don't like it when the character doesn't speak, even
um,
though I do like Doom.
Grand Theft Auto 3 had that where your main character didn't speak. I'm
Yeah,
like
I don't know. It looks weird
silent
to me.
pro tag. Um, yeah, your main character should have personality. Like let's take Nathan Drake from Uncharted. You watch that character evolve over time. The way that Jin's set up already, the only way to make him have any kind of like fulfillment is by doing a prequel. And I don't know if they'll give us that.
I don't think they should do a sequel.
I don't think they're going
I,
to.
it's a game where you don't need it.
Right. The series of of Tsushima, I feel like would only get more convoluted. So just keep it at one.
Yeah, what else are they gonna do realistically? The Mongols invade again, or I don't know.
Right. Um,
Oh
the,
yeah, I
the,
put.
there's a popular PlayStation game, Horizon Forbidden West, or Horizon Zero Dawn. Um, Zero Dawn is a good example of a game that didn't need to be sequel. Did it?
I don't know that much about that game.
that
I haven't seen
that game
anyone.
didn't need a sequel, but we got it, so it's whatever.
I think people do it for money. That's basically it. You go, oh, the first one done well, so we need the second one. And sometimes
It
it's
are
just
you
like,
well? That's a interesting take on it. But are you actually doing it for money? Say this project that you do horrifically fails, and now you just killed your entire chance of anything. Um, my example, not my example. I'm not in the gaming industry, but my as a gamer and somebody who likes gaming, my advice to these gaming companies: if you make a smashing hit #1 game, either wait forever and make people like die to see your series continue. Um, what would be a good example of that? Like a game that comes out. I mean, we're waiting forever for Grand Theft Auto 6 to come out. It's like
uh,
over a decade
that
in. Um,
it's because they're making money off the online.
yeah, making the money.
Half-Life 3.
Half Life 3. Um,
I would say The Last of Us because there's like a very big gap between games.
well, the first and the second game, yeah, sure, I'll agree. And the hype behind that game was incredible, and the letdown came. But let's let's highlight this one too, because this is another one like Elder Scrolls Skyrim came out, what, 2012, 2013?
It's been that long.
Yeah. Um,
They
th-
release on like everything.
yeah, they released it on everything, and the way we're hearing it, we're not gonna get a 6 for quite a while. It might be like 2025 before they even touch anything like that.
Yeah, because they were working on Starfield, weren't they?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Fallout 76. By the way, the worst game I've ever played. Thought I'd throw that out there.
They also made a vampire hunter first person game called Redfall that comes out later this year.
Well, that comes out soon, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, that's Bethesda.
Wait, it's Bethesda. I didn't know that.
Yep. Random, right? Made a vampire first person multiplayer game.
The only reason why I know about it is because it says it's coming soon on Game Pass.
Yeah, they know that it's probably not going to make money on its own. A lot of those games do that. Like High on Life, which was one of my favorite games last year. They didn't want to take the risk they did with Trover because Trover was the game they made before that and it didn't make a lot of money. So they put High on Life on Game Pass and it got all the coverage it needed. Game Pass really did wonders for that.
Trovo, that game sounds familiar.
High on Life?
Trovo. Is it
Oh
Trovo?
yeah,
The last game.
Trover saves the universe.
Seems familiar.
Did you play High on Life?
I played some of it, but not
Did
all
you
of it.
did you get to the movie theater part?
No, I watched Top Player. That's
Right.
why I didn't play much of it.
All right, so the movie theater part has a poster for Trover saves the universe in High on Life.
I just googled it.
It's a funny game.
Oh yeah, it looks. Yeah, you can tell it's by the same people.
I enjoyed it a lot. Um, got a lot of laughs.
It looked fun.
You play any of the South Park games?
Oh, I keep on meaning to.
I think you'll enjoy those. Ubisoft doesn't own South Park anymore, so the next South Park game that comes out will be with a different studio, so it won't be like Soft way of things. But I'm still interested to see what they do.
I love South Park, so I need to play them at some point. There's
Uh,
just so many games I need to play.
so many games.
So little time though.
The Fortnite be addicting though, don't it?
Like I still there's like PS2 games I want to play. Like because I haven't played none of those shitty movie ones
Hmm.
that I want to play. Like the B movie game.
Oh, you want to play that?
Yeah, I
I
like the B.
I haven't seen that game in forever, but I fairly remember it.
I think it's pretty bad. Like from what I've seen of it.
Eh,
But that's
it's a good bad. You know what I mean? You're
yeah.
playing it just for the feel.
The B. There's a bee simulator game out as well.
There's also a squirrel with a gun game coming.
Oh, when's that coming out though? Like I heard about
I
it a long time.
saw YouTube the guys making like a quick $15, $20 game out of it. Who knows?
So it might be out soon then.
I don't know if I'll try it. If it seems fun enough, maybe I'll pick it up. But squirrel with a gun, probably. I don't know. Probably for me. Probably not.
That sold me on the game. Squirrel with a gun.
uh,
Everyone loves a squirrel with a gun.
I have a pretty strict list that I don't change of what I think is the best games.
What's your list?
The best game ever for me is Metal Gear Solid 3.
Oh, wait, is that the one where the meme comes from? Or which is the Metal Gear where the meme comes from? Do you know the
I might.
I'm too dummy thick meme?
I'm not sure. Um, I don't know if it's from the Vengeance or Resurgence or whatever that one was called, the sword fighting one. I don't know.
That's why I know
Reven
Metal Gear. But
Revengeance, that's it. And to be fair, I never beat Revengeance. I got to the boss right before the last boss, like some dude who's really fast, and I just kind of quit it. I never picked back up.
that's understandable. Oh, wait, would you say it's like
Right.
Metal Gear is worth playing through from the beginning?
If you play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then Rising Revengeance in that order, it's pretty good.
Like I want to play Devil May Cry from the beginning as well. I've played like the latest one,
They
and that's it.
really changed though. So
I
when
hit three's bad.
it's okay. It's not the it's the worst out of the series, but it's not the worst game you'll play. That's what I'm about to say. The feel from one, you play one and you beat one, where you are after you finish the newest one. You're like, how did it change so much? Why? So you're gonna get that. Devil May Cry is a cool series though. Capcom outdid themselves once again. They did that with Dead Rising, which they never followed up on. Mega Man series. They have a couple series out there that really nail it out of the park with, and just refuse to actually make big bucks unless your name is Street Fighter or Resident Evil.
Wait, doesn't Capcom do Persona as well?
No, I think is that Atlas game.
Oh no, no, I'm mistake. Yakuza.
Yakuza. Who makes Yakuza? Don't
I think
think
that's Capcom.
is it?
Yeah, because they have Capcom games in the arcade.
Yeah, I always thought it was Sega who made these. Yeah,
Capcom.
published by Sega. Yeah, I was about to say I thought they were Sega.
Oh, I must be remembering wrong then. Yeah. Oh yeah, it was Sega.
I was about to say I'm like I don't know. I know Ace Attorney is Capcom.
Hmm. I think doesn't Sega and like Capcom have like similar logos?
Yeah,
Maybe
the
that's my
one's
mistake.
blue and yellow, and the other one
Maybe that's why I'm mistaking them.
perhaps. No big deal. But Persona's Atlas,
Yeah, Persona is Atlas.
and they are something that Capcom doesn't dabble in. They don't do turn-based RPG that well.
But like a Capcom game you said about that I loved was that Dead Rising.
You liked the Frank West games or the other one?
Frank West.
So you like 1 and
I
3.
like the game where it had I forget which game it is, where they had the game show shit in. Do you know where you kill all the zombies in the game show on like a motorbike? I forget which one's is that? I think that's three, isn't it?
Probably 3.
I think it is three.
That the story of that is so wacky. Hard to take that game seriously at all because it's just fun. You're drinking milk.
I love wacky games though. Like
Yeah. I mean,
I would like a open world zombie game, like a proper one.
yeah, there's your keyword, a proper one. I've always heard of ones being made. You have that Project Zomboid, Dying Light. I will say Dying Light 1, pretty solid game. Dying Light 2, hard to watch. Never played it. No,
I heard so much good stuff about Dying Light 2 when it was about to come out.
yeah, I don't know. I know a friend who bought it. I watched him play it, and I was like, doesn't have the same feel as the first one.
Uh,
It
I
it
got
there's only so much copy and paste parkour zombie action with the same monster.
I I don't really like the parkour aspect of it.
Well, that's the whole thing of it though, is parkour.
Yeah.
You parkour up the first game pretty lot actually. Um, it is a little bit different from like Dead Island. It is a little bit different from Left 4 Dead, but it is a first person action game. So
I do.
I'll give it that.
I love Dead Island, by the way.
Dead Island. They're finally making the sequel, which has been like in development hell forever.
It got passed around like 4 different companies, didn't it? Or 3.
It got passed around for sure. There's a couple games in development hell right now, and I hope they do get developed because one of those games is The Wolf Among Us too.
Hope I want that.
Yeah, I like The Wolf Among Us. Anybody like Wolf Among Us? Anybody like that game? I
Uh,
I really like that game. That was a fun Telltale game. Maybe the funnest. And I don't know if the funnest is a word.
well, it is now. I think it is my. I think it is the best Telltale game.
You don't like Telltale? Listen,
Uh,
most of them are really bad. Like I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan. Huge Game of Thrones fan. I will tell no one to play the Game of Thrones Telltale game. Please don't play that game. Don't play that game.
I think the Walking Dead ones are good.
The Clementine ones are.
Yeah, they are. I think she's such a good character, Clementine.
I think she's better than a lot of the show and comic characters. She's a better. You care more about her. Like there are a lot of the. That's the problem with Walking Dead. Like some characters you might like. People who watch the show, they all like fucking Daryl and shit like that. Daryl's not even in the comics, but a lot of those characters you have a hard time caring about. The one character that I cared about, besides for Glenn, I liked Glenn, but Glenn died. Um,
Oh, I got sad when Glenn died.
was God, what's his name?
Is it the kid?
Yeah, his son.
Chandler is his name. Oh no, that's the actor's name, isn't it? Chandler.
That's the actor's.
Oh, why can't I think of his name?
Usually in interviews, I black out on knowledge that I usually have. I have like a filing cabinet in my head, and I just scroll over folders that I don't give a shit about all the time. But
I'm the same.
his name's Carl.
Is
The
it
the
Carl?
kid's name's Carl. The only reason why I scrolled through I'm not touching my mouse right now. I'm searching on the internet. The only reason why that came to my mind was that horrible meme of his dad stretching out like his neck with a weird face, like Coral. That's how I remember his name was Carl.
I don't know why they killed him off.
Uh, so I get it because they were trying to wrap up the show multiple times early, wanted to cut loose, and he was a contract that was about to become not very expensive for them, but money that they didn't want to pay for that type of talent, considering how much they're paying the other people. So killing him off created some sort of weird story that they have Um, who's the main character?
Rick.
Rick Grimes. Yeah, it gives you a way to make Rick a little crazy and like, to match Negan's energy. Once you introduce Negan in that show, it was pretty much downhill from there.
Even though he's a good character.
Yeah, yeah. It's just something that they did there on. I don't know if they did it on purpose or accident, but it was all downhill after Negan.
I think the first half of Negan was good. They just messed up with it big time, I reckon.
I liked Trevor from Grand Theft Auto 5 in it.
Oh yeah.
Steven,
Oh yeah, yeah.
he played Simon.
Oh my god, I forgot he was in it.
Yeah, yeah, that's Trevor from Grand Theft Auto 5.
Oh my god, yeah, he was. Oh, like, I don't know. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's one of the side characters that I just like forgot.
Well, let's be fair.
Well,
Let's be fair. Where do you rank The Walking Dead as a show?
as shows I like, I would say early on I would rank it highly, but as soon as it got on, I think it got worse and worse.
7.8 out of 10 for me.
I'd say 6.5.
You're gonna even give it lower?
Yeah, I
Uh,
really didn't like the
up
Negan
up
series.
until the governor, that is a good show. And then it gets a little wild and it never recovers really. It has its moments, but never really recovers.
Do you know one bit I liked from the show was the prison bit, the prison arc.
It was a good arc, but that's when things started to get a little wild.
Yeah, it did, to be fair.
Yes. Um, there's a lot of shows that I would rank above it that people are like, "How are you ranking that above it?" Easily, because of how I felt when I watched it. And my favorite shows of all time are Game of Thrones and Breaking Bad. But there's shows that I'm gonna put way, way, way above The Walking Dead on like a top 10, top 20, and they all deserve to be there.
Wait, which ones?
um, like Stranger Things.
Uh, I don't. I like the first season, then the rest is just kind of mid.
It is for the second season. Well, people have to realize when they made that second season, they weren't trying to match the first season. And a lot of shows do that. They do that on purpose. They don't want to outshine the baby that made them money, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
that makes sense.
like if you had something that was like hot fire when you were it, you don't want to overshadow it. You want it to still stand out and hold its value. So that's why 2 wasn't good. And once people caught on to that and they made season 3, they're like, "Shit, we have to pick it back up. We have to get it better." Except that season 3 wasn't still as good as season 1. And they're like, "Uh-oh." Then they make season 4, which, dear lord,
I haven't watched it. I just like gave up with it.
it's so far from the source season. There's just so much Russian stuff involved now. I don't know. I don't know. I still rank that above Walking Dead. um, Another show which I have never watched every episode of this show, but I watched enough to know that it deserves to be high is Supernatural.
I
Um,
haven't seen that.
See, I'm not a big Supernatural fan, but the show was out for like 17 fucking years or some crazy number like that. So obviously, I had a dedicated fan base. It had a lot of room to grow. There was probably crazy filler in there. Supernatural, I'm still gonna put over Walking Dead.
Yeah, because yeah, yeah. Well, obviously had to be good
Yeah,
for it to last that long.
right. And they can continuously innovate themselves somehow, whatever. I don't think The Walking Dead did that. All it did was make a spin-off of Fear the Walking Dead.
Oh, that was awful. I was like, I tried to watch and just gave up.
And then they did like, what's the one that's out now? Like Walking Dead. It's like another spin-off, Walking Dead something else. And no one cares by now.
I don't know what it is.
I would put The Boys over The Walking Dead.
Oh, The Boys is good.
I
Wait,
I don't.
The Walking Dead. I found it. Found it.
But the newest one,
The Walking Dead, Dead City. I
what
think that might be it.
whatever it's called, no one's watching it. No one cares. So yeah, there's a lot of shows I'm gonna put over The Walking Dead. Peaky Blinders.
I need to watch that. I'm a big fan of Anya Taylor-Joy, so I have to watch it.
Did you watch The Northman?
Yes, I loved it.
You loved it.
Yeah.
It was kind of Lion King-y. When you think about
Kind
it.
of in a way.
Yeah, yeah. It was about a son who loses his father, grows up, kills the guy that killed his father. The guy that killed his father was his uncle.
Turns out the wife was in it the whole time,
Right.
sort of thing.
Yeah, that's not very Lion King, but the rest of it pretty much is.
Imagine that happening in The Lion King, though.
That'd be pretty fucked up, but I would still watch, you know? I'm not really into watching lions fuck, but one time. maybe
I
maybe one time.
maybe one time. You just put it on if it's on, like just lion fucking. If it's on, if it's on, I won't change your channel.
Wavy's like, what? Oh, we have fun here.
We talk about lions fucking occasionally. A show I'd put over The Walking Dead. I know it's not similar in any way. But BoJack Horseman.
That's animated.
Yeah. Oh wait, Buffy as well. I'll put over it.
The old one?
Yeah, the one with Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Yeah. It was very of its time, and I can understand why anyone would love that show. I'm agreeing with you that it probably had a more dedicated fan base that didn't ditch their show as it was winding down, like the rest of the world did. But whatever.
I heard Lost had a very bad ending as well.
It did, and then when you think about it, when you actually watch it, the last season, watch it over a couple times, you realize what they're getting at. That show, in sense, wasn't going to end well no matter what scenario they gave you. So that's why they gave you that one. Make it look like nothing ever mattered. They all died anyways. So this is like well, if they would have survived, this would have happened scenario.
Yeah, probably the only way you could do it, really.
Right. The hole that they dug themselves in, they weren't getting out of it. So that was the cleanest way they could escape unfazed.
I think in like one of the TV shows my mum used to watch back in the day, they killed off like the main character of the show. Like the show was named after them, after the guy, and they had to continue. And like in the next season, it was all a dream. Like they just like done a complete 360 on it.
Trying to
Because like I'm guessing people were
think what
angry.
show that is.
Yeah, what show it is?
Sounds familiar. I mean, we did that in America, the Roseanne.
I
Uh,
don't think it was Roseanne.
well, we did that to Roseanne. Roseanne had her own show, kind of killed her off. Continued on as the Connors without Roseanne.
I don't know how you could do that.
They did it. They did it for multiple seasons.
Oh, Dallas, I think it was. Oh, it was Dallas. They killed off one of the main characters.
JR.
I think it was JR. They
Yeah.
killed off one of the main characters.
Yeah.
Bobby Ewing.
Got JR. I remember all that shtick.
I
Oh.
don't know. It's a whole thing of it all being a dream. It just makes it feel like a big waste of time watching that season.
Speaking of dreams, have you ever seen Inception?
I saw it in the cinema actually.
Did you like it?
I I didn't like. I know it's not similar, but I compare them because it's Leonardo DiCaprio. I prefer Shutter Island over it.
Yeah, but Shutter Island, you're doing Nolan versus Scorsese direction, where Nolan, he's not very good at writing character dialogue, I would say. Um, where
The,
Scorsese, the exact opposite.
I like the visuals in Shutter Island and the hints throughout the film.
Yeah, a very good twist. I'll give a hats off to Ben Kingsley and what is his name? Mark. Who's the Hulk? Mark Ruffalo.
Oh my! I was going to say Mark Scrump.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
Ben Kingsley and Mark Ruffalo as supporting actors, the Leo's psychosis detective noir movie. Um, Pretty good. Good.
I love Leonardo DiCaprio in general, though.
I don't love everything that he's in, but I do think he's one of the best actors of our time. Certainly, he's not the best. The best,
Definitely not.
the best actor of our time is now retired. It was Daniel Day Lewis.
Oh yeah, it was brilliant.
Daniel Day Lewis, name whatever character you. Literally, he took method acting way too seriously.
I loved Heath Ledger.
I did too. I loved most of his movies, like a good 80-90% of his duly appointed federal marshals. Duly appointed. Oh yeah, you're talking about that's that's a Leonardo DiCaprio line. Pretty
Oh,
sure.
he was good in Catch Me If You Can.
Yes, yes. Tom Hanks is a very easy actor to bounce off of, though. You're gonna get great on-screen chemistry.
There's like a new actress. I love it. Florence Pugh.
Florence Pugh.
I yeah, I love her.
He's breaking one of the golden rules of like successful award-winning actors and actresses, and that's being in a Marvel film or any kind of superhero thing. Not saying that it takes away from it, because look at Joaquin Phoenix winning for Joker, but in a longevity kind of style sense or whatever, don't tie yourself to franchises like, let's take Daniel Radcliffe with Harry Potter. Dan's gonna take a long time before he shakes that Harry Potter stench off. Rob Pattinson's now just shaking off the fucking Twilight shit now. So,
I think it's because he doesn't like Twilight as well.
but it's
He,
not.
he literally hates it.
It's not just that. You just have to get a bunch of good movies on your belt where people kind of forget. Oh yeah, you were in that. Know what I mean,
Oh yeah, I get what you mean.
that
I think Bruce Willis is still got the Die Hard thing as well, though.
he's retired.
Only recently though, but people when you say Bruce Willis, you think of Die Hard or Sixth Sense.
Yeah, No, I'll give you just straight up Die Hard because Sixth Sense is like his baby. That's that's one of the movies where he genuinely acted at like way over his like what you thought he could bring to the screen as an actor. He was very good in
Uh, I think. Well, I think the majority of the people know what happens at the end of Sixth Sense as well, but even without watching it.
I live in Pennsylvania, States, and most of M. Night Shyamalan movies happen here.
Wait. There was. Oh, Glass. Glass was good, wasn't it? Glass was it?
Yeah, that happened here too.
Wait, really? Did Old happen there as well?
I'm not sure old. I know After Earth in it, and I know the Avatar: The Last Airbender in it. But if you go and look at the locations for most M Night Shyamalan movies, Pennsylvania,
I think he's an undirected director.
like underrated.
Yeah, I don't see that many people that love him.
He's got it. He's got his favorites. He's kind of like a Sam Raimi type. You know what I mean? Like or Edgar Wright. Do you know who Edgar Wright is?
Oh yeah, of course. He
Yeah.
done. Oh my god, the films in my head. Edgar Wright.
Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Shaun
Uh,
of the Dead.
Dawn of the Dead. Yes. Hot Fuzz. Did
I
all those.
love. I love Last Night in Soho.
Yeah, that was his most recent one.
I've got like a special edition of that on DVD.
He also did Baby Driver.
Oh, that was alright. I think I watched that a while ago.
Yeah, but Edgar Wright's pretty good. He originally wrote Ant-Man, the first Ant-Man. Uh,
Wait, really? I didn't know that.
yeah, and then he dropped out, and Paul Rudd was like executive producer, so stepped in and took what he kind of gave them and tweaked it, and that's how Ant-Man was.
To be honest, I don't like Ant-Man.
Don't like Ant-Man?
Not for me. I don't know. I don't like the concept in general.
Growing really big or really small?
Yeah, I think it's a bit dumb
Bit dumb.
for early,
Eh,
especially superheroes.
eh. You're not wrong. How can
I
it,
let's say
how can it be super effective in a world with what they got going on? I agree.
especially we can get killed by a fucking spider.
You could also
It's
get
like grounded.
you could also get killed by a giant muscular green dude.
Exactly. You can get killed by anything.
So yeah, I'll agree with you there. Um, I'm really kind of off the superhero train now. I do like Marvel and DC a lot, but I've stepped off the train. I'll see where it's going, but I ain't getting back on it. Not gonna
I,
not gonna follow the wave anymore. I don't give a shit what they do with the superhero universe at this point.
I think it's best just to pick and choose like certain films, like which one are you gonna watch, and because they're like really hit and miss.
I have seen most of the stuff that they put out so far. I haven't seen a good thing in a long time. Long, long time.
Black Panther was average.
It
Last one
it
I seen,
it felt like a buffer movie.
I didn't like it.
It was okay. It just felt like a buffer movie. Like we got nothing else for you, so here's this.
Yeah, I get what you mean with the what you call it. I'm trying to think of.
I saw the Eternals in theaters.
Oh, you did you? Oh, that was so long.
I'm sorry. Sorry I did that. Why did I do
I
that?
liked it. I
Like
liked it.
you liked it?
Yeah, I'm like one of the few people who actually liked it.
I liked Icarus. I liked Icarus. Um, I don't know what his name is, but the actor's name is Barry Cogan. Played the guy that could like um take over people's minds.
Yeah, but it's like weird the circumstances they come out in.
Well, also
But they didn't.
you covered one of the most tragic moments in human history in like a 10-second clip. Guy crying. He was responsible for your bomb. And you did it in 10 seconds.
That's just like an oopsie.
Yeah, like why did you put that in the like okay, the nuclear bomb killed hundreds of thousands of people, possibly more after effects from cancer radiation. And
All
you
of it.
and you covered that moment in your film with 10 seconds.
Oopsie.
like um like that was one of my biggest gripes with that film. There's a couple movies that are out there like that, especially superhero movies that like one moment might ruin the whole movie for me.
To be honest, with Eternals, it has me like wondering what's gonna happen next.
There's not much they
Like,
can do. They're just gonna be buddy side characters from here on out. I don't think they're get.
no,
I don't
what
think.
happens with the Earth,
I don't
sort
think
of
they're
thing.
getting their own. They're gonna be involved with this whole Secret Wars that's coming out. That's why they were introduced.
I wonder what's gonna happen with the Earth though, because they're still judging it, aren't they? At the end of the film,
Well,
whether they're gonna destroy Earth or not.
they turned their back on the Celestials. Celestials are sending people after them, so that's where that story.
Yeah, that's the thing I'm interested in.
So we'll see. To be fair, we're not gonna know anything until after Blade comes out, and they're taking their damn old time with that shit. Um, which we'll see the return of Kit Harington's um Black Knight character.
Oh, I'm excited for Blade. I like the original.
Yeah, because he has Blade's sword at the end of Eternals cutscene.
It should be good. Oh yeah, by the way, did you know that Blade's in Fortnite as well?
Yeah, I seen that. They also
Sorry,
have
I had to.
the Resident Evil character.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
I was
Yeah, no.
fucking Fortnite will sell out to anybody. How we haven't gotten some pop culture characters in there like fucking Peter Griffin or uh another pop. Well, we had Rick Sanchez, but I'm trying to think of
Is it?
another pop culture character that would really like. He hasn't made it into Fortnite yet, but you're surprised he hasn't.
The Simpsons. I'm surprised they're not in Fortnite.
Shaggy
Uh,
from Scooby Doo, or like the whole Scooby Doo team.
Who am I? Oh my god, that'd be brilliant. Snoop Dogg. I'd love in Fortnite. WWE wrestlers as well, apart from John Cena.
I mean, who are you gonna put in? The Undertaker,
Triple H.
yeah, Steve Austin, Triple H with a hammer. Yeah, I see where you're going with that.
The Rock as well.
Yeah,
You can have like a microphone as well.
yeah. But it would just get silly after a while because you're still playing Fortnite. It's just a skin and some taunting. Mankind.
It's Mankind. Oh yeah, that'd be good. Kane.
What if you put Master Chief up against Kratos in Fortnite?
Why would that be perfect? Naruto's in Fortnite, isn't he?
Is he?
I think so.
I think so too. Man, Fortnite. You will sell out to anybody. I'm surprised we haven't gotten any like weird characters in there.
Wait, what do you mean weird characters?
Like Jason Sudeikis.
Jesus. Wait, what?
Yeah, Ted Lasso.
Oh, Ted Lasso. Yeah, I know Ted
Yeah,
Lasso.
yeah, like got John Wick, right? I guess. They're not calling him John Wick, right?
I think they do. Oh, I don't know if they do.
Yeah, like he
It
just
look,
he looked like John Wick, but I think I don't know if they were calling him. But yeah, if they introduce weird characters, I don't know. They'll sell out to anybody.
the weirder the better. To be honest.
I remember the Thanos mode.
Oh, I wasn't around for that.
Yeah, you could be Thanos. You have to kill Thanos to become Thanos, and then once you become Thanos, it's really easy to kill other people.
Oh, that actually sounds fun. I'm not gonna lie.
And then there's the alien ships, which made the game really annoying for longtime players playing it forever.
Alien ship.
Yeah, they used to fly around on like an alien saucer and shoot people on the ground. It was kind of overkill.
Yeah, that sounds like ridiculously overpowered.
Right. The only way to take it down is by getting a special rail gun.
Yeah, I'm glad they removed it. I'm glad they removed the hammer as well. Just didn't like the hammer.
A
When you got down to like last year, sort of thing.
a lot of people liked it though.
Oh yeah, I know a couple of people who did.
It was very overkill.
Like Abraham Lincoln, vampire,
Hunter skin.
hunter.
I mean, that would be cool. Like Abe Lincoln with 2 fucking hatchets. Keone is just mad because bad.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm I'm pretty bad at Fortnite.
So, we're gonna like do one more topic and wrap up. Let's talk a little bit about Keone. Um, when the model concept came up, what were you looking for? Did you get everything that you want?
Honestly, my mate, like I was thinking between a dog or a penguin originally,
Right.
and it was gonna be like a guy, a male model, but the person who I wanted it to like do the model only done females, and I really wanted that person,
So you
so it ended up being a female.
so you went out of your way to get what you want.
Yeah, pretty much, and they helped with the design a lot as well.
I appreciate that. That is very. It's a tenacious approach towards VTubing, which VTubers often are tenacious, but go above and beyond to get what you wanted. That speaks a lot. So I appreciate that.
My model mama is very, very talented.
Yeah, feel free to link her shout out in the chat. That's fine.
I'm linked to their Twitter.
That's fine. Um, so since you became a VTuber, do you have any goals that you're trying to achieve early? You've only been doing it for a year.
And October, I think October 11th, which is
Oh, so only a couple months ago.
I wanted to debut on like a Monday,
Okay.
but like I got the date wrong. So I was like, oh, 11th, that's a Monday, right? But it was a Tuesday.
It happens. My debut was scuffed as shit. Um, and 2 people that I highly admire happened to follow me that day. I was so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed. I will never live down that day, and I hope the next model debut a billion times better and should
to be
be.
fair, all VTubers are scuffed.
Yeah, scuff comes with the package deal, I suppose. Um,
Uh,
but yeah, Zoom followed me that day, and another VTuber, Throne.
oh,
I admire both of them very, very much. For them to both follow me on the day that I debut, and it's horrible. The point where I didn't have any of the mechanics of my model down. My blinking was uncontrollable. The frames per second was horrible. I couldn't stream the game and have the model up at the same time. It was just really bad.
that happens to the best of us. Like my debut. Well, I'm gonna have a second debut whenever my model's done. But my October 11th, that was so scuffed. You couldn't hit. Like I looked through the VOD and you couldn't hear me. Like no one told me.
uh, are we coming full circle to mods? we we talked about mods about 2 hours ago. Now we're back on it. just to
Yeah,
just to have somebody tap on your shoulder and go, "Hey, this isn't working good. Fix it."
instead of having to look through yourself.
Yeah, it's such a nice feel. And
Yeah,
I fly solo, so it's always I find out later and I'm pissed.
yeah, that's the best thing to have mods. Like I love mine.
I appreciate that, Suck. Um, any help to Keone and his journey would probably the most beneficial thing for him. Um, you don't know how much wrong could happen once you hit that stream start button.
Oh,
And once you hit it, it's too late now.
then you just like panic.
Yeah, it's just that feeling of, oh no, it's wrong. I'm embarrassed. Most of us, not saying all of us, Keone and I, whoever like I've ever had on the show, you want to put on a good show. You want to be entertaining. This, that, and cards don't always play in your favor, and you kind of roll with the punches. Stuff is inevitable.
Yeah, sometimes you can just laugh at yourself.
You have to.
Oh,
That's why I do horrible karaoke. I don't know how to draw. I'm not patient enough to make like sketch comedy on here, which I've done sketch comedy.
I think sketch comedy is better for YouTube,
No,
like
all
YouTube
right.
shorts and
So
stuff like
like
that.
Tob does sketch comedy.
Oh, I thought you meant like I don't know what you meant.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like
What?
shorter stuff.
No, like when you put your model in a situation where you already have your scene all set up for like as soon as like you switch from your stream starting screen over to the screen, all of a sudden, hey, people are like, "What's going on?" Oh, I'm doing this sketch right now. Um, I've done many of them. They work and they're fun. They're real. I just never reeled.
I just roll with things. I try not to think about it as much as possible.
That's a very
That's a very
Germa thing. Germ is another streamer I've never watched.
there's do you know what's it called? The Truman Show.
Yeah, Jim Carrey.
There's a there's a German edit of it.
There's a Germa edit of it.
Yeah,
I'll have to catch it. I'm very unaware of
I
Germa. I barely know who Markiplier is.
I know Markiplier because of his OnlyFans.
I heard that he caved to his viewers to in OnlyFans, but what a time we live in, OnlyFans.
You can make millions off that.
You can taxable.
It's on you right off as a business expense.
Nude pics, business expense. Uh but diving more into Keone, as the as a viewer. I think I met you through Enrico. Who I met Enrico through Bob.
I
So
think I saw you in Top's chat or Zuma's
maybe Zoom.
before.
Maybe Zoom. I met Zoom through Bob. Um, did you catch any influence off of any of them? Of like how you want to conduct your stream?
I look up to Zoom because I think she's incredibly funny.
Oh god, yeah, she's
I,
the random basket case at all times.
I want to be just like her, to be honest, and like Enrico and
So yeah,
Tob as well.
so are you capable of being loud and eccentric? I don't think I'm ever gonna go for the loud and eccentric. I want people to come here and enjoy themselves, but screaming is not my it's not my forte.
I, one of the things I find funny is just going up to the microphone and burping.
And burping. Yes,
I do,
the flatulence.
and I like the sound alerts being super loud.
Yes, abrupt. Scare the fuck out of you if you forget you set some of them.
Yeah, I had them like low, and I didn't like it for like the longest time. Then I turned it back up, and sometimes it just scares the life out of me.
I really should work on my redeems, but I have the same ones for a while now.
Yeah, you always forget to do stuff like that.
It's just not really that important unless you're trying something out, something new. But I don't know.
You can have 10 sound alerts now, if you didn't know. Like, on the channel points.
Hmm. So
So,
I think when I do a re-debut, I'll introduce it. Um, I'm working on a comedy model first, then a re-debut.
oh, I'm interested to see the comedy one.
I'm gonna be fat, and I'm gonna wear a suit, and I'm gonna have big frame glasses and white
Oh my,
hair, and I'm gonna play a persona the whole time.
oh my god, I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, it's gonna be an homage to Jiminy Glick. Do you know who Jiminy Glick is?
No.
He's Martin Short, the actor, but Martin Short puts on a fat suit and plays this whole other person, and it's just gonna be a parody of that. Very old. That's why I want to use it because people won't know it.
That's a good way to do it, though.
Right. Like people will see this thing and they're like, "Oh, wait, you're actually doing this." Yeah, I'm doing that. Why are you doing this? I'm like, "Cuz it's not fresh or relevant, so I could pull it out of anywhere and wouldn't expect it."
That's a good idea, then, actually.
I agree. I agree. That's why I'm doing it. I only have like a closing remarks to wrap this up. So Keon, you were playing the thing. What are you gonna be playing next?
I still need to finish Atomic Heart. But I don't know when that's gonna happen.
Russian Ex Machina game. God, I can't talk.
Yeah, it's a good, alright game. But I might just play more PS2 games.
Yeah, I mean, I have completely this year, like I have completely just said, "Fuck it, I just want to play what I want," and I haven't really been trying much new stuff. Whereas last year, I was trying new stuff all the time.
I think it's better to play what you want because then you'll have fun and it shows that you're having fun rather than forcing yourself to do something.
I agree. 100%. So you're gonna try and finish up Atomic Heart. Do you have any events planned coming up?
I don't think so. I think when I do what you call it, when I debut properly, I think I'll do more events.
Okay,
I think.
I was talking more on the lines of like collabs,
Oh,
charity, that kind of thing.
oh, a collab. I think I might be doing a collab soon with, Sons of the Forest with a couple of people.
Okay, see, yeah, that seems to be a very trendy game right now. I only played the Forest for a little bit, and you're getting married to Suckbar.
Yeah, we're getting married apparently.
Uh, little known trivia I'll let you in on. I'm ordained. I can marry people.
Ooh, we can get married.
Yeah. Um,
I,
I'm official. Like I have married people before.
I don't think Midnight's wife is going to be too pleased though.
Yeah. um, I will say marrying people is an interesting thing because you have two people's families watching you read some shit to people that you know, and that moment changes their life forever. And just experiencing that, being the guy that made that happen, very interesting. Not everybody gets to do it, but
It's
I've done it.
heartwarming that they would choose you as well. Like they trust you that much.
Right, right, right. I found it to be an interesting thing. I don't have really much good story about it though, because I remember I had to work. So I had to perform this ceremony, go home, go to bed, and go to work, or go home, change, and go to work. Like one of
Oh
those
my god,
things.
that reminds me of like Joey in what do you call it, Friends, when he had to ordain and he was just dressed up as a World War II soldier, no, World War I soldier at the fucking wedding.
Friends. Oh man, I wish I could play us off on the theme. All right, Keon, I appreciate you coming on, bud. I'd love to have you on again. I'm doing 40 episodes this year. I'm trying to at least. So like my last one will be either episode 39. We're on 16. So I've a ways to go. So either I'll try to have you on again for something. It might not be Tender Talk, but for something on the channel by the end of the year. So
It'll be fun to play a game with you or just to be on time to talk again.
yeah, I am branching out to people, and Keanu seemed like somebody who could be very, very easy to talk to. So that's why I asked you.
Oh, thank you. That actually makes me happy.
Um, do you have anybody recommendations to raid?
Uh, Someone's birthday is today, and they're doing like a birthday subathon.
Okay, and do you know who that is?
Uh, yeah, Craft.
Craftineer?
Yeah.
All right, we could do that. They're playing Gartic Phone. All right, I know Craft.
A nice guy.
I appreciate everybody who came out. Support Keone. Um, I will be back. I don't know, maybe tomorrow. If anybody is interested, follow me on Discord or join my Discord. Follow me on Twitter, and give a big shout out to Keone.
Thank you.
I have been up all night, so I gave you like low energy. Low energy me still can talk a lot.
I'm really grateful that you invited me to the show as well.
No problem. Problem. Um, but yeah, I hope you have a good week and everything. Um, I have to go to my mother's house. I'm really tired, but he works till 3 p.m. my time, and it's 3 now. But she won't be home for another like 30, 40 minutes. So I have time to just like wind down off of this talk high.
Maybe a power nap.
That would not be good because I'd end up sleeping till like midnight, like I said.
Oh yeah.
When I crash today, it's gonna be a hell of a crash. But enjoy Craftineer, everyone, and care. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.